Hey y'all, happy Sunday morning. Happy Father's Day to those fathers out there. Let me let a couple of people get up in the room so we can have a discussion like we do. I'm up early, so I figure let me come on up in here and see, what we could talk about because there's a lot to talk about. I don't know if y'all been intaking the things I've been intaking, but it definitely needs to be a conversation. Give a couple of people some time to hop on in on this live. Whoever don't catch it from the beginning will definitely have to catch the replay. I love the replay game though. So, hey Lisa, good morning, blessed Sunday. How are you doing this morning? Hopefully all is well. I figure I try to get into this live. Hey Sharon. Hey, Drea. Hey, Lisa. Good one. Good morning, everybody coming in. That's right. Let's get in so we could get to it. Because I need to have a conversation because people been tripping. I don't know what type of mission people on, but it ain't a good one. Hey, Shawnee. I'm giving a couple of people some time to get in here before Tay let loose how she do. You know? And I think that this is a conversation that needs to be had because it's something that most of us deal with. Just because we getting to see somebody else breakup or situation unfold in public, don't mean that it's not something that we all can relate to. You understand? It's not what you do, it's always how you do it. And the things that people are doing is crazy. Good morning, Debbie. How are you doing, beautiful? Blessed Sunday. And the way that the kids is involved and construed in certain situations, this is the things that we see take a toll on kids on a day-to-day basis. This is just a situation that we got an IQ view in on, but this is what destroys and causes traumatic situations in a lot of children today. And that's why you have a lot of kids out here that they just fall by the wayside because the mothers be so worried about their happiness and what it takes to make them happy that they forget that their job is to also make someone else happy. So if you only worried about your happiness and in the process of worrying about just your happiness and you're destroying the happiness of those that you supposed to make happy, that's crazy. Jeannie Robbins, Grand Rising Tay. Glad, yes, I'm happy you finally caught my live too, beautiful. You too, Drea. Thank you. Like, I'm confused. See, even down to the fact is I don't know if y'all seen that live the other day that Robert's older daughter did, or whatever the case may be. But I was gonna put it in my video, but before I put it in my video, I actually wanted to speak on it because even though a person has a baby, they age mentally does not have to be at the state of maturity to be able to handle some of the questions that was being asked of them. Just because you can lay down in a bed and have sex, that does not make you an adult. And by the actions of a lot of the adults that we see, that definitely is a perfect statement. Because you can lay down and have sex does not make you an adult. Because you have a baby, that does not mean that you are mature mentally to make the best decisions for you or that child, honestly. And Bree is in her 30s and this child is 16, and there's a mirror effect that's being relayed, baby. I'm just being honest. And the things that take place behind the scenes, because it's one thing to make another person look bad while y'all on camera, but for the things to really that be going bad behind the camera is the things that makes me feel like, do nobody see this? Okay, because I watched Lupac's live last night before I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep on it. I'm gonna get back to it today, where she was reading the receipts between Dawn and Robert's oldest daughter. And it's bad when kids feel like they caught in the middle of a situation where they can't even have the support of their village because they feel like, okay, I have to pick a side. If I pick this side, I'm going against my mama. If I pick this side, I'm going against my family. And even standing alone, it damages me. Like, is anybody not seeing this? People are answering questions and putting things out there to make how can I say because I she's still a child in my eyes. So hey, Hazel Eyes, she's still a child in my eyes. So when I'm talking about a child, I still want to make sure that I speak as respectfully as possible. Because unlike other people, Tay don't come here to tear down and destroy. That's supposed to be what we're trying to avoid. But to make sense of things is a whole different type of lining. And to make sense of things, the way that that girl was conversating with her aunt in those text messages, it felt like she felt good to have somebody just to talk to outside of her mother or father or Brianna. Because when you caught in the middle of a situation and either way you go, you can be considered as wrong. It makes you feel like, okay, where do I fit in this situation? And people be dealing with their own traumas, baby. Hey, blessed beyond measures. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Simone. They don't see it though. They are destroying these kids mentally, physically, and emotionally. And even down to the factors of the things that people may or a person may feel. Because as kids, when you growing up and you in that teenage age and you going through puberty, you hate your fucking parents because they don't want you to do none of the shit that you feel you want to do. So you feel that your parents at that point is stopping you from whatever life that you choose to have. But it's good to have someone that's telling you right from wrong rather than being a yes man and a friend because they're actually trying to save you in the end. He wasn't trying to be her friend. He was definitely trying to be her father. And now she has a situation where her mother has made her friend. But where's the village? Where's the village? Where's the village? Don't use the girl for clout when it's something for you to speak about. But when the messages come to the front screen about behind closed doors, your slate ain't clean either. Not only did you put hands and feet on this girl and bang her head on a headboard, and she told you she was pregnant, and your response was, I don't care. Does that not get any hooting and hollering? Because when Robert disciplined his daughter just because he told her, listen, you ain't gonna be grown, and I don't give a damn how old you are or how old you get. You will never be older than me, sis. We not doing that. And when parents allow kids to control their house, that's what you have. And that's why she was trying to find everybody else to go stay with when she had the situation, not because she couldn't stay with her father, not because she was afraid to ask her father. She know it's certain shit that ain't going down while she's with her father. All that grown shit is not going to be existent. It's not. It's not. You can't allow a child to be grown. And then when it comes towards you, then oh, your father is right. Oh, now her father is right because the actions that you've created them came to slap you in the face. So now that you see what other people saw, now you want to throw that up as a pointer. Hey, Diva. Everybody is not with these new generation rules. Everybody is not trying to be their kid's friend. Some people are actually being parents and they don't give a fuck whether their kids like it. I'm not trying to coach your feelings. I'm trying to help you make better decisions. And if being your friend is something that has to come at a loss, then I'll take it to be your parent by all costs. I don't need to be your friend. Friend what? You make your own fucking friends in life. I would definitely love for us to have a relationship where we can communicate and have a understanding. But if you think that I'm ever going to understand you being grown, oh no, you could get the fuck on with that. And she knows outside of everybody else, that's not something that her father is going to be willing to accept. So she will stay doing the things that she do with the people she do it with because they allow her to do the shit that she do that shouldn't be of any age appropriateness. And I'm being honest, when this little girl was with Robert, and I said little girl, okay? Little girl that's raising a child, right? Was with Robert. Don't get me wrong, he got her hair done and stuff. He made sure she was decent and he made sure that she went along with the program as everybody else did. Soon as this girl goes back to her mother, she's wearing eyelashes, she's wearing long weaves, she's wearing makeup. Okay, so what separates the child from the adult? If you letting a child do adult shit, how do you expect them to still act like children? She wearing everything that you wearing. Okay, what separates her from the adult? What makes her any different than a person that's in their 30s other than her age? I remember when we was coming up, you couldn't even wear nail polish before you was a certain age. Let an elder catch you with some nail polish on your goddamn nails and you thought you was going outside. That was signs of being a whore. What you looking for? Because only type of attention you trying to get with that shit is a man, baby. You want the boys to be looking at you as if you're more advanced than what it is that you are. So that's the attention that you're seeking by fault. These kids got more privilege than we ever did. And they could say, oh, y'all grew up in this time and we grew up in this time. Okay, well, I guess we grew up in a better fucking time because our elders, our parents, and grandparents gave a fuck enough about us to make sure that we carried ourselves as ladies and not tramps out here in the street because everybody walking around naked. Okay, what's discreet? What makes you think that a man want everything that everybody else can see? That's not no. Sharon, you about to make me shout in here while ironing my dress. Say it loud. For real. The parents, the women that's supposed to be raising these children is the ones that's destroying the village because they're so worried about being happy or getting or trying to be happy after they had a child. And I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be happy after you have your child because you're supposed to be happy throughout life. It's not always going to be that way, but I don't understand why do women have children and then decide to go and live a life they felt that they was missing. So instead of you, when you had the chance to be a child, you wanted to be grown. But then once you become grown, you want to be able to do the things that you didn't get to do as a child. Make it make sense. And this is the habit that we see coexistent in the first baby mama and the second. Because if you didn't have or you didn't have the proper raising within yourself, what are you going to raise other than yourself again? It's a generational fucking whirlwind. It's going to keep circling encircling. And I'm just going to be honest. Everybody got shit with them. Nobody is perfect. But a person that got morals is worth it in a situation to keep things at a standard track in a good pace. Because when Robert was in a situation, and it doesn't make anything or have anything to do with me being a Robert supporter, it has something to do with me being a good observer. Okay, because half of the shit we see from these people that we see now, why when Robert was attached to them, this is not the actions that we seen from them. As soon as the positivity separates from the situation, we get to see all of the negativity that was there, that was being corrected. Okay, they could say Robert had, oh, he a whorish tendency. He's not fucking gay. Cause I get a woman, that mean I ain't supposed to never look at another piece of ass. It don't go that way. If you a woman that's secure within yourself, you gonna look at the ass with your man. Damn, baby, that's a fat ass right there. I want that's fake. That one real. See, that's homegrown, baby. You could tell by the curve. You ain't got to be gay to give somebody a compliment. But women be so insecure within themselves that they feel that if they man looking at another woman, that's what it is that he want. No, that's something to fucking look at. Just because I get with you, I don't instantly go goddamn blind. Hey, JB. Hey, Jackie. Welcome everybody in the chat. Like at the end of the day, you have to be a woman to yourself before you could be a woman to any man. Because the only thing that man is going to be doing is competing with your insecurities. Everything that that man do is going to make you feel a certain type of way because your ways go off of the situation that you are in. And some people need a certain type of attention. Talk that talk, speaking facts, big facts. This generation today, this yes, it's beyond me. How the hell the mother and the daughter walking down the street and you can't tell which is which? And I'm not even talking about because the mother looks good for her age. I'm talking about because they got on the same shit. The mama got lashes, the daughter got lashes. The mama got weave, the daughter got weave. The mama got on some short shit, the child got on some short shit. What separates the adult from the kid? Don't nobody wear plaid skirts no fucking more. Like shit don't know. Like if your shit go past your knees, that means you got a disease. How does this go? Cause I'm confused. It's certain things that I agree to with my 14-year-old, but then there's certain things that's just a hell fucking no. You're still a little girl. And that part is going to show. I'm not gonna have you walking down these fucking streets looking like a grown woman, but then mad when you getting the attention of grown ass men. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So because Robert didn't want his daughter out here being a whore, he was wrong. We see what Brianna was trying to instill in her. Listen, get you a weave, get your makeup done. Yeah, go out there and do the same shit I've done. And the same factors of what she looked up to. See, Brianna didn't realize she was a sponge. Okay, she was soaking up all the shit that she see, but it was within the factors of negativity because that's what she wanted to be, which was fast. So the shit she seen Bree do that was no good, that's the shit that she hung on to. Okay, well, if I do this, that, why the hell do you think that she ended up with a baby the same way Brianna did at the same age and at the same pace and at the same rate? The only difference was the oldest daughter had a father that gave a fuck. Brianna's father agrees with her fuckery. So that's why she's going to continue to keep fucking. The the Sharia knows that in order for her to deal with her father in any type of way, it's going to have to be some morals and some respect, baby. Ain't no niggas coming to my house. What the fuck boys need to come in your house for when your child is a certain age? For what? I've been a victim of circumstance. I have two oldest daughters. And when you are raising a child at a certain age, you're growing up with your kid. So a lot of the decision making is not going to be that good. Do you understand? You're growing up with your child because you are still a child. So in some cases, you're going to make childlike, excuse me, decisions, right? So when you got an adult that's not conducive to a situation, she's just going to diminish the situation. As Robert White, she wasn't trying to pour into the child like, listen, your father only trying to tell. She was not Robert's support system when it came to the factors of the kids. She played the part of the destroyer. Go against what your father said. Fuck what your father say. Your father is this. Your father is that. Whatever problem you got with another adult, you never put that problem into a child. Don't make an adult problem a child problem. You shouldn't even been talking to that girl about her father in the first place if it wasn't for the factors of backing up a situation. Girl, you know you better listen to your dad. He only trying to tell you what's right. Not trying to put him in a situation where it seemed like, oh, he was ABUSER in her because he was putting her. How many fathers out here even give a fuck about what their daughters is getting into at this part, in this point? And the one father that shows he give and gave a fuck, look at his luck. And then they say it ain't no more good men in the homes. Why? Because all the fucked up women that's pushing them out, that need them in there for these children. It ain't all about the woman having a man. Don't the kids need a man in their life that they can look up to? It's all different types of fucking examples. And the examples that we see is not good ones, baby. If Robert was able to say he came home and Ciara had a man in his house, you tell me about respect. Not even for the man, for yourself. For yourself. Okay? Before the ink dried on the paper, she already had another nigga inside her insides faithfully. Okay? So it shows where the stature of respect for self even stands. If you don't have respect for yourself, how the fuck you gonna have respect for somebody else? And how could you instill respect into a kid? Everybody was talking about that video with little Amara and old Booger Boy. That was her relaying the same things that a person says to her. She is a sponge at this age. And even though it might have seemed like she was jumbling and her words was all over the place, we understood exactly what she was saying. So for her mother to be in that video laughing like something was funny, no, this is where the traumatic situations in kids come from, honey, because it just let us know the shit that he says to her when y'all are there. Go to bed. Why are you rubbing your eyes? What you fighting it for? You need to get out of here. Why would a child be repeating those things if it was nothing that was said? And these is the adults in the situation. My daughter just turned 17 years old and she doesn't like to be revealing her skin, chest, no nothing above her knee. Talk about it, honey. She has her own style. I could be blessed enough to, yes, yes. Yes, you have to have respect for yourself and your body. Who wants to be just a fuck? You see the luck that gives these people because if a nigga see you in a certain type of attire, the only thing that he's seeing you as is naked. So now once the naked phase passed, where's the building? I'm not building with no naked bitch. That's going to leave me naked as shit. She was able to take her clothes off, but to be able to sit down and hold a conversation of something or substance, that already let me know where her mind is. If you're doing something for business, that's one thing. Okay, if you got a modeling career and you're doing an event or you doing swimsuits or you're trying to sell something, okay, I can understand you doing those type of things to promote your line for something. But to just be going out naked for the appeasal of who? Of who? And then if you out with a man, how is the other men looking at him and looking at you? Son fucking the shit out of her. Son tearing that ass up. Not nowhere in the conversation they gonna say, oh well, he loves her. He wants to be with her. I could see him making her his wife. No, son fucking the shit out of her tonight. That's gonna be what the conversation is. Okay? Period. Lionel children should have never been involved in her relationship either. No. And that's the one thing that I don't respect and will never accept. People talk shit about Robert. He's such a whore. Why he's never had another woman around his daughters? And I say both. And the one woman that he did bring around his oldest daughter, you see how that shit taught him a lesson, right? He'll never do that shit again. How did that help him? That shit only affected him. It didn't make nothing no better, but it made him realize what he stood on should be what he stand on. Okay? Just because somebody for me don't mean that they for my kids. Just because I'm entertaining doesn't mean that this is what's going to go home with me. And even if it go home with me, it won't be while my babies is there with me. Name one woman that Robert brung Mosky around since this situation been going down. I'll wait. I'll wait. He has a house, right? When he get her for visitation, he can keep her in the house. That's what a mama do, right? But when he gets his child, what is he doing? He's engaging. He's educating. He's giving undivided attention. Because if there's only them two in the situation, who else is she getting other than what she's supposed to be getting at that time, other than her father? And when she's with her mother, she don't get no time with her mother because her mother uses them just to have her lover. She just started her first new job yesterday. Good for a boy. Yes. Listen, I don't know if nobody didn't teach their daughters the 7 B's, okay? But that should have been something strong that was in every fucking household, baby. I made sure I put it in mine, okay? And I'm just going to be honest. I broke the generational curse because just because I had kids at a young age, my kids did not. So it doesn't have to be a cycle that continues. It just puts or shows the values that is put within a situation that a person continues to go on their own path. Just because I had a baby at 15, 16 could have been possible that my kids could have, hell yeah. But that's not the morals that was put on the goddamn table. No, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. I wish you would bring me a baby before a diploma. I'ma beat the shit out you. And I mean that with every inch of me. And if you're gonna call me an ABUSER, then I guess the fuck so. Because I will never be a not shit ass fucking parent because that's ABUSER too. Not being the best parent you can be is definitely abuse because you're willingly letting somebody fall by the wayside that you are responsible for. And if you have the outlet or the pot to change it and you don't, you just as fucked up as everybody else. You are a part of the poison that's being poured within your children. Poor Lauren is caught in a situation where she don't even know where she is or who she is. Is she a child or is she a kid? I'm forced to handle responsibilities that my mother is not doing, the cleaning, and I'm with Mosky unless she's on camera. But then I'm not able to be a child. I don't see Brianna taking that girl out to the mall. Little girls like shopping. Little girls like interacting and be around their mother. Why every time we see these kids with their mother, they're also with her lover? Each kid needs you. You have to know who your kids are. Hey, T with Lulu. Yep, break generational curses. Okay, what Lauren gonna do but other than wait till she can't get out that motherfucking house? And if her attaching herself to a man is going to get her that even faster, what you think she gonna do? The same thing her mother did. This girl said that she was 15, 16, laying up in a man's house to the point she didn't even go to her mother's funeral and said she couldn't because her baby father didn't let her. I don't know if y'all remember all the stories she put out on that fella, but he ain't too woke as he say he is. Mm-mm, mm-mm. He ain't woke at all. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. That's definite. The 7 B's, baby. Books before boys because boys bring babies. If you reading your books, you ain't got no time for boys. So the only thing you should be bringing me is a diploma, not a baby. And it's crazy that they think it's cute, child and pregnant. Yes, yes, grandparents at 20s and 30s. The fuck? That can't be okay. How you still having babies while your baby having babies, and now y'all babies is to say, listen, okay, don't think I'm talking about myself because I'm not a hypocrite. Okay. Because what's crazy is my last child and my grandson is the same age, right? But it wasn't the factors of my child having a child while she was a child. She was already an adult. Mama was still out there getting her good foot on. Do you understand? That's something different. But when you having babies while your baby's having babies, you hear that? Babies having babies, not adults. Not you and your adult child possibly had a baby around the same time. You and your child is still fitting out. That's not okay. That's not okay. That mm-mm. That's because women is too busy. Well, some women. We're not gonna say women because those are not women, those are little girls. Little girls that's still trying to be in the street, they ain't got no time for no babies. They figure, okay, well, as long as I could post a couple of pictures on social media and we look good, we look fly, then that's the things that's going to be portrayed. But behind the scenes, oh no, I like that. I'm writing that down. Them seven B's is well said and straight to the point. That's right. Books before boys because boys bring babies. Like at the end of the day, you got to realize when you send your child to school these days, they're putting things in your children that you're not even teaching them at home as of yet. They're forcing our kids to be adults before they supposed to be. Okay, so you have to be the thing that keep them on equal timing, baby. Just because you know that don't mean you have to be that or a part of that. Teach your kid to be different instead of a follower. If everybody else is going left, wouldn't you want your child to be right? I don't want my child to fit in a group where everybody look the fucking same. 14 and 15 with weaves down to their ass and eyelashes. And what future are you setting up for your kids? How are you making them an asset instead of a liability? And in that situation with the messages between Desharia and Dawn, it shows just how much Desharia has been a liability instead of an asset in the factors of the situation that has been tragic. Because then, even though the factors fell and went the way that it did, now where is this kid left? With no acknowledgement. Bree used her to her advantage while she could as leverage towards her father. After the fact, she dropped her back off to her mother when she got in a relationship with John now. And then even within the messages that she was having with the girl when she reached out to Dawn to let her know, and I respect Dawn. Dawn is that bitch, okay? Because she's a real one. Even though she spoke to Desharia before Brianna had already told, she had already knew what was going on. But she never said that in those text messages that she was having with Brianna or gave her an inkling that she already knew. That's loyalty, boo boo. Because she could already said, listen, the only thing she told Brianna, well, listen, whatever goes on, whatever you decide to figure out, just let her know that regardless to what, she's always welcome here. If you're going to talk about you're going to help a kid and you can't just turn your back on them, why is it even a conversation? Why is John Nell even coming up in that reference? That girl was a part of your life before that man ever was. You raised that child from a certain age to the been in her life to the point you are now. And you mean to tell me John Nell is going to feel a certain type of way? Man, fuck him. Did he wonder if you was gonna feel a certain type of way when that story instantly popped up on his page and two girls was eating with JJ? But you're going to worry about how he feels and the factors of you helping somebody that actually needs help, somebody that you took responsibility for when you married her dad. That doesn't go out the window. Now you no longer her stepmother. That's why you can't give people titles. That's why you can't give people titles. Fuck all that that fake godmother, fake stepmama shit. It's supposed to be something that really comes with it. If y'all ain't take y'all peoples to go get baptized before God, and you said that, listen, if something happens to this child's parent, I will be the person that steps in and make sure that this child is okay. Stop giving people titles for your kids, baby. Stop giving people titles for your kids, because that title only coexists as long as you're in that relationship. Once you and a person is no cool or not cool anymore, then that title goes to the fucking floor. At least for some. It's not most or many grown people that can have a problem with each other and leave kids out of it. Most time people use their kids as pawns in a situation or either leverage. And it's not only in a relationship. Okay. Hi, Tay in chat. I'm late trying to finish your last live. Thank you, Miss E. Blessings on this Sunday. I think Dawn is the perfect speed for him. She seems like she has morals and respect and patience. Yes, she does. And she's a good ear, and she also gives great advice, because even when Desharia, first of all, they don't really or didn't even have a relationship the way that she would have liked to, but she still reached out to her niece being concerning. It's a difference between being nosy and being concerning. She was more concerned about what her niece was going through and how she would be able to help versus being nosy just to know what somebody is going through. Some people listen to what it is that you're going through just for the nosy outlook, boo boo, just to be able to say that they know you going through something. It ain't the factors of the help. She hit that girl up every day to find out what her situation was and what was the outcome. And even when she spoke to Bree on that phone, like I said, she never made it known that she had already spoke to Deshari and already knew what the situation was. Okay, she just made sure that she let Bree know throughout any situation, whatever decision you decide to come up with, just let her know that she can come here. And that's just because she know that they have more of a relationship than she does. And the near friend just called my daughter Friday that this little boy disrespectful her and cheated on her. My daughter told her, I'm glad you see it and now know your worth. Yeah, these children don't know their worth. These little girls don't know their worth. They just repeating the things that they see their mother do or the females that's around them doing. Because just like they put out the factors of it being deadbeat men, it's deadbeat bitches out here too. And they just don't get uncovered as much as men do. You'll turn a man into a deadbeat dealing with a deadbeat bitch because you'll have somebody that actually wants to be coexistent in a situation where there is kids existing, but because of the person that they would have to deal with to even deal with the kids, it just make things extensive. And some people would decide to say, well, fuck it, I'm gonna have to catch them kids when they get 18. Hopefully we can have a conversation and they understand, what it was that took place or what happened at that point in time, and understand things from my point of view. That don't mean that they always going to, but some men have to step away from certain situations just to save their own sanity. Because my kid's gonna need me, and this bitch gonna be the death of me. So if I actually want my kids to have some parts of me at some part in life, then I gotta get away from what's not right. And Robert getting away from what's not right is what still help him exist. Because who's to say what would have happened if he was still in that same situation? If a person was willing to call the cops and say you got a gun, right? If a person was willing to try to ruin your brand so you will have none, right? Mind you, this is the same way you take care of your kids, her kid, and the kids you had before that, right? So, what good intentions did a person ever have? Even down to the factors of laughing. Now, you was singing this man music while you was with him, but as soon as you out the situation and you with Big Pepper Booger Stepper, you want to be sitting here talking about his music ain't gonna go nowhere. God fooled you. That shit went straight to the radio, boo. And guess what's even better? That man is independent. He get every dollar. So he was smart to stand on what he is and not sell his fucking soul. Because all money is not good money. And you'll realize that at some point in time in life, hopefully. He was not willing to sell what he knew was his for a couple of dollars. He was willing to stay independent. It didn't matter how slow it was moving slow on who accord. If you get acknowledgement for something, it's not moving slow at all. Especially if people know about it. Please. I think she should have went to Auntie Dawn because she was concerned, but she wanted Bree so she can be grown because she listen, that's exactly what it is. And that's exactly what it was. Okay. If I go over here with Brianna, then I can be Bree Jr. All right. But since Bree been with Jonelle, she don't want no parts. She don't want no parts. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I took two. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share this video. And if you are not a subscriber, become a subscriber, friend. If you would like to get one of Tay memberships, you could definitely do that as a support system. Or if you would also like to, my Cash App is going across the screen, baby. Bree was always about her. She seen that Robert had a good heart and clout. Yes, yes, because she started reaching out to him for him to promote some shit that she did with the other nigga. Okay, she got paid $100. I will still stick to that. I'm sorry. She got paid $100 to be in a music video with by a nigga named 20 mil. You gonna let somebody named 20 mil pay you $100, and then you gonna ask and wait? You want me to twerk? You want me to twerk? So we've seen the things that a person was engaging in before Robert, and we see the things that they engaging in after Robert. So you know, like how the Bible be like, before Christ, after Christ. Yeah, before Robert, after Robert. That's how we gonna put that out there. But this is just a situation that also goes and can be conducive in people's real fucking lives. I mean, people just make it about the factors of the situation that we see displaying. But you know people in your real life that you done seen some shit from that could remind you of some shit that's going on here. We just don't like to call people on it. You know, people, places, and things, even down to the factors of friends. You know, some of your friends, and you got some bum ass friends. Them bitches don't be what they supposed to be. Let's be honest. A lot of friends that got friends of friends that got kids know how not good them bitches is. And because they are friends and they feel like those is not their kids, then they should have no involvement with it. But when I was coming up, the whole neighborhood was the village. You wouldn't want nobody else to see you because that was just as bad as your mama catching you. And then if they went back and tell your mama, then that's two different troubles because not only was you doing some fuck shit that you know you ain't had no business, you embarrassed me by having somebody even have to come and tell me about the fuck shit that you doing. When you was growing up, you know you ain't want to see, oh, Miss Alberta from the first floor, or the house is two door down, because you know by time she reach home, she already done spoke to your grandmama, your mama, your auntie. Everybody knows what the hell done happened, and you're going to be basically reprimanded as if that was just like your mother. Now you say something to somebody, kid, you wind up fighting the bitch. Cause who? Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. First of all, a child is always a child, and they don't have the luxury of going back and forth with an adult. I don't even allow my kids to use the words liar. If you say liar in front of me, that's just like cussing, baby. You bet to say fucking storytelling. You bet to say storytelling. Otherwise, me and you already got a problem because who you talking like? Who the fuck is lying? Okay. So I guess I still got some of my grandmama values in me. Because if I said lying, and see, that's how you could tell who was taught and who was bought. If you was taught some shit, those things is going to follow you through life. Like I can't even leave my house without making my bed up first because I got cursed out for that shit so much as a kid. It's just implanted. Certain things just get implanted in you that corrects you even when your parents are not around you. So being that these parents ain't doing too much correcting these days, these kids can't mentally correct themselves within their own ways. It's like the blind leading the goddamn blind. The blind leading the blind. That's all that is. That's all that is. But if you actually love a kid, you're not going to worry about being their friend because you just want the best thing for them. And that is good growth, class, and morals. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That don't mean people always going to treat you the same way, but you don't change from the shit that you go through. You grow through it. You don't become of it. Please. Some of these kids out here, they just for example, because this is something that grinded my gears. Okay. And I don't know if you got a child that may be graduating right now or whatever. But when I went to my kids' proms and stuff like that, I learned that some kids are going to prom and not even goddamn graduating. So you mean to tell me, hold up, that's putting out a false narrative. That's putting out a false narrative. How the hell do this child get to go and celebrate some shit they ain't accomplished? So you mean to tell me parents is going out spending thousands of dollars, got their kids pulling up in the latest cars with the latest dresses and the hottest shoes, and they didn't even pass in school? You mean to tell me some of these little motherfuckers is actually going to summer school to be able to actually graduate, and some ain't even going to be going to summer school? Some will be repeating the grade they was actually in, and they still went to prom? Oh yeah, that's a false narrative. Because me as a parent, nigga, I wish I would pay for a prom, dress your ass up, and send you on your way to some shit you didn't accomplish, baby. We ain't who ain't doing that? But kids get it from their parents. Parents like to put out a false narrative and a persona that they doing what it is that they supposed to do. So they don't like the embarrassment of showing the truth because then it shows people exactly what you're not doing. And a lot of people is not doing what they supposed to be doing when it comes to the parenting department. They leave that shit to the streets. And that's why you see so many young boys becoming or getting head taps and so many young girls bringing home babies. Like, what? Do you hear the conversations that these kids keep at this point in time? And watch these men know that they can just disrespect you to the fullest to their ability if you don't know your own worth and respect yourself. Period. Period. Bree running thinking every man she sleeps with, she married to Robert's good. Yes, doesn't need to be around Bree at all. At all. These young girls watch their mothers and with the mothers set back and settle for. Yes. And watch them being disrespected, right? Because if Amora is saying that Janelle calls Brianna bitch slut whore, then don't she got two daughters over there? And sometimes in the heat of the moment, when people are going through things, some people don't know how to distinguish that, okay, we ain't going to do this in front of the kids. We're going to save this to later. Some people will say what they have to say within the moment, regardless to what the moment is. So if he call her bitch, slut, whore, bitch, whatever, at that, I'm sad. Because the kids is going to think that's a normalcy when they get up and get older and get in a relationship, baby. They're not going to take it as disrespect. It's something that they will accept because they seen somebody that they care about accept it. So it's going to be a normalcy. To them it's going, oh, he just called me a bitch. That's it. Oh, he just called me a bitch. Oh, he just called me a whore. He doesn't mean it. I'm just a whore. That's it. That's it. Them Jungle Five. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the live, everybody. Hey, Debbie Delight. Hello, say that again. You ain't never lied. Yeah. So now, if little baby Amora, thank God she still got Robert in her. Thank God the court gave him his visitation because that's the only safety net that she has at this point mentally. Okay. So the shit that they fuck up over there, he possibly has a chance to correct when she comes over there. Because if you notice, she's a little girl when she's with her father. That sassy patty shit don't be existent. So that goes to show what I'm saying. There's proof in it. Okay. When you see little Amora on camera with her dad, she's being a kid. She's learning things, she's singing things of a kid nature. When she's with Bree, she got her dancing to grown-up fucking TikTok, sitting on men lap and being fresh and laughing at it. See? See? Oh, I'll wait. Because people not talking about shit that's important. It ain't got nothing to do with whether you like a person or not. I don't know a person to not like them. But to see their story and see the outcome, it's not a good one. So that's what it is that I speak on. I don't have to worry about having hate or dislike towards somebody that I don't know. That would make me fucking crazy as a fruit fly. But when you read a book, you go through the chapters, and when you get to the end, you give your overall opinion of the book that you read. Ain't that the reason why people join fucking book clubs? So this is the social media series that we are all watching, and then we come together as a congregation and we discuss it and have a conversation. It doesn't mean that we have any dislike for anybody in the situation. We just see what's going on and we giving our opinion of the presentation. That's it, and that's all, and that's all, and that's it. It's the internet got them like that. They have to prove points. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Some people, Sunshine, I'm gonna tell you for real. Some people don't know the difference between um hustle money, making money, and all money is not good money. Some people will put their values down for a couple of dollars. Everybody's not willing to do that. Why you think that Robert stayed independent all of these years? Because he wasn't willing to sell his soul for monetary gain. All money is not good money. Okay? So when these people are willing to do shit just for views, it depletes their values. And they're willing to have their values depleted for the couple of dollars that they can gain from it. I feel some others just give up. Yes, a lot of them do. Did you not hear Bree say she ain't got nothing to live for? How you ain't got nothing to live for and you standing right there with your four? We've all been in a situation where we felt like we couldn't take no more. But yeah, they trade respect for attention. That's the one right there. They definitely trade respect for attention. They because once they see what the check looked like off of the attention that they got, despite whether it was positive or negative, they feel fuck that. I want my check to stay the way that it is. So if this is what I gotta do to make sure that this stay like this, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. This is what I'm going to do, baby. But morals is everything. And you could be fucking up your brand for business that can actually be the best thing for you. Because what if you got a company that's actually looking at you that might want you to promote their fucking business? Okay? Or you could get a brand deal from, whatever. But because they see how you carry yourself and the things that you're willing to do, they're not going to pick you. So now you're only going to be able to dwell in circles of negativity, because anybody that's of a positive nature, they not dealing with that type of energy. They not going to do it. If you can't be a good face for you, how you going to be a good face for me? And I don't need that type of energy coming to my goddamn company. What happened to going to LA? That's right. And I do that on a regular basis. I be over the shoulder, like, who you writing, who you talking to, what you doing. All right? Okay. Go check your children's phones. You'll see the real them. I tell people all the time, you will be surprised. I checked my daughter's phone, and at this point, don't have to, because she showed me. Hey, Yolanda. Yes, my daughter too. And thank God that I have that relationship. And that is something that, regardless to what, I'm never going to trust anything. Okay. Even if I trust her, I don't trust other people. So it's different when you send your kids out in the street to other people. You have to give them the mental state to be able to trust themselves and their own decision. So where people can't coerce them or peer pressure them into stupid shit. Good man. Good morning. Wow. She said she didn't have nothing. Yes. She said she did not have nothing to live for, not worth living for. Own. Yes. That was her exact words. That was her exact words. Yeah, exact words. Your kids is only going to have the strength that you put into them. If you fall at the sign of some weak shit, then what do you think your kids is going to do? The same thing. Because when it comes down to the factors of learning how to process or deal with certain things, they're not going to be able to make those type of decisions. Hey, Mikey. Hey, everybody. I can't even see. Somebody tell me what the likes is looking like in the comments. Because hopefully, if it's 88 people in here, the likes should be half of that. Let's match the energy. And if you in the bushes, baby, you could like, and I won't never know. So show your host some love. I am so blessed, but I hurt my heart to see these children that out here just lost, and it's sad. Yes, and the parents do not care anymore. Listen, first of all, it's so many parents that done threw their kids out on the street because they everything that they would be and is. Okay. And when you looking in the mirror of yourself, how you gonna tell yourself what not to do when you created nothing but another you? You can't give advice to something that you created that's not of a good nature. Your kids is always gonna throw back in your face. Well, you did it. I seen you did it. You did it. How you gonna tell me you did it? You did it. You did it. So now when you try to cross over from the factors of being a friend to being a parent, now you done lost out on both extensions, because now the friendship is diminished, and now you damn sure can't be a parent because they ain't gonna listen to shit that you got to say, or they're going to compete with what's being said. Either way, it's not gonna be taken in the way that it should. Hey, Sweetness 49. Yes, definitely check your kids' phones. You will definitely be surprised, especially if you're not a person that interacts with your kid a lot, because then they find other things to throw up that type of attention. Especially if you ain't, how many people in the day say, hey, how was your day? How does school go? How is your feeling? A lot of people don't even see their kids before they leave for school in the morning. Okay, my kids is old enough to go to the bus stop on their own. I make it my business to still get up and walk with my kids to the bus stop, because how they feel in the morning before they go to school is important to me. And I want to make sure that I set the tone of the energy for the day. So if I can be the inspiration to them in the beginning of their day, why would I want to wait till some point in the day later on somebody say, hey, well, what your kids wore to school today? I don't know. What color your daughter had on today? I think she had on a red shirt, some blue pink. Like what? You have to invest your time where you invest your investment. And your kids is your best investment. What? That's every part of you. That's a living you outside of your body, something that you get as a blank piece of paper for you to put on that piece of paper, or at some point they're gonna start writing their own things on their paper. But while you have a chance to be the paper writer, wouldn't you want to be writing good things instead of things that's not going to be conducive? Like how we went to school and we learned a whole bunch of shit, but when we go and look for jobs and stuff, we use none of it other than the math to count our goddamn check and the reading to be able to read what the fuck we ain't fucking with. Like, hey, they got me fucked up. They, what? Like what? No. At the end of the day, the internet is a problem, yes, but knowingly yes, yes. Listen, people like to point the finger and stuff like that. It's easier to blame something on something rather than accept accountability within yourself. And what people let the internet do is raise their children. Parents don't be having time no more. So they give their kids a device and send them on their fucking way. As long as you ain't bothering me, we ain't got no problems. I don't give a fuck what you watching on the internet. But I am very attentive, because if I hear a video that sound like that, hey, what you watch, change it. But when you got cell phones and tablets and laptops and iPads raising kids, yeah, you're gonna have some shit. You definitely gonna have some shit. My daughter do not have a social media account or anything, and she doesn't want to be involved with IGFB or none of that nonsense. Amen. Amen. Cause she's still a kid. What the hell she need? What the hell she need them social medias for? Who the hell she need to contact her? Other than the people that's right within her circle. She's a child. So if I give you a phone and I need to get in contact with you, I could get in contact with you. But what the world need to be able to get in contact with you for? Thank you, Queen. 67 likes, 86 people in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. These kids nowadays are lost in the source, very much so, because they have no source to go to. And the sources that they are being fed from is not good sources at all. So they don't have the sources that they need at all. So they lost in the source because they have no source. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you have no source to teach you anything good, you're only going to go off of and intake the things that you see. And only until you're around something positive will you know the difference between positive and negative. And a lot of people sin or thrive off of negativity because they feel like that's what gets them the attention that they need, baby, which I think is very, very corny, especially when an adult, right, sits there and how can I say, when an adult sits there and make the child a fault of a situation, and these children are going to be the fault of the situation from the situation. And the reason why I say they're going to be the fault in the situation, because things is going to keep retracting and recycling themselves. Good morning, Tay. Blessings to you. Hey, Shami Services. How you doing this morning? Hey, Reb. How you doing this morning? Blessings to you and your family and platform. Have an amazingly blessed day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Has anybody had some water today? I know it's early. It's 8:41, but let's start the morning off great and replenished, baby. But yes, you have to be what instills the values into your children that you feel that your children should have. You understand? You can't not instill no values into the children and then wonder why they don't have no values. Because that's sad. This girl is 16 and she's wondering how to make herself an emancipated minor just so she will be able to get out of a household, to be able to be on her own, to now be another young girl raising a baby. You understand? Like generational curse at its best, baby. And then they say that she and her mama got into it because she didn't want to clean up no cat piss. I don't think you're supposed to be cleaning up cat piss when you're pregnant anyway. I don't think that that's supposed to be a thing. I don't think cleaning up cat piss when you are pregnant is supposed to be a thing. I'm not saying that you handicapped when you pregnant. Yeah, you supposed to still fucking clean. That ain't supposed to not be a thing. But I don't think you're supposed to be cleaning up no cat piss or dealing with no cat litter while you pregnant because the stuff that's in that can affect your baby. It's crazy. I just hope at the end of the day that we get to see some goodness. I want to see Desharia back with her father. I want to see most shit. If he could get full custody of fucking both, well, he already had full custody of her. He decided to let her go back to her mother. That he ain't have to because if a judge made the decision, it had to be a reason. They ain't just say, "Hey, yeah, man, take the baby." You know, such and such and such. He went to court for that. Somebody made a decision on that. And they felt like it would be in the betterment of the child for her to be with her dad instead of her mom. This is somebody outside the situation that don't know either party. They just have to make a decision within the parties of themselves. So for somebody that don't know either person and still be able to say, shit, I think the baby should be with the daddy. I think, that says a lot. So now when we say it, we delulu. No, If the Sharia would have stayed with her father and Brianna was not involved, it would have been a different outcome. I stand on that. I stand on that. Hey Renithia, love you. Tay, gotta get to church. We'll finish replay. I don't know what happened, y'all, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm happy y'all stayed here and waited for me. I'm like, what the hell? Getting ready to start getting her earning so she can start driving, going to college. Thank God. We proud of your daughter over here, Queen Mafia. That's right. When kids is doing something good, you promote the good that they are doing to keep them doing good. Certain people will only be able to discipline a kid and tell them when they wrong, but they don't give them the acknowledgement when they doing something right to make them continue doing right. That'll make some kids feel like shit. When I do something good, I don't get noticed for it. But when I do something bad, everybody got something to say. That be a thing. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Drop down in the comments if y'all can hear me. Because StreamYard is acting kind of wacky right now. I don't know what's going on. What's goings on with the goings on? Make sure y'all like this video. Debbie, can you hear me down there in the chat? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, okay. So things possibly can be fixed at this point in time because I don't know what happened. But I'm back, so that's all that matters. But yeah, you can't congratulate bad behavior. Why you think Bree is out here on the goddamn loose the way she is? People congratulate her bad behavior, so we keep seeing bad behavior from her. If a kid feels like they only get acknowledged for the bad things that they do, what are they gonna do? Keep doing bad shit. It only makes sense. Oh, you don't see me when I'm doing good things. But if you see me when I'm doing bad things, then I'm going to do bad things so that way you could see me all the time. I'm glad you touched on this subject. Needs to be talked about more often, a lot for real, because yes, yes. People are continuing the generational curses within their household when they have a choice to change the damage or remove the damage versus being damaging. But when you are the person that's writing the story and you the person that's playing the parts, you are the person that's also at fault. It's important to have both parents involved because your kid, yes, will feel or want, yes, to know, yes, it is the truth. You see, I had to put that up there because that comment is commenting. And now that both parents is not at part, she don't even know how to rebuild the relationship with her father. Because let me tell you something, guilt is everything. I don't give a damn what story you choose to tell anybody or everybody else. When you know you fucked up something and you fucked it up within yourself, that shit is a sign. You gotta sit on that. You gotta eat that. Hey, hey, Shay Shay. Good morning, Kimberly. You gotta eat that. And I don't give a damn. Just like women when they lose a good man. You can sit there and tell your friends, oh, I don't care. I ain't gonna miss him. We outside. But when you by your goddamn self, you sitting there thinking, damn, I done fuck some shit up. I might not actually ever get that same man again to love me the way that man did. I'm not saying that because come on, anybody, most people, it ain't hard to get another nigga. But to get another nigga instead of getting a man is two different things. You could get many niggas. You ain't gonna get many men. Okay? There's not too many men that's going to stand on the values of a man when it comes to a woman. So if you a woman that like niggas, you ain't looking for a man anyway. This conversation is not for you. We talking about women that has had a man in their life or got a man in their life and know that after the situation was over, they possibly could have done some things in that situation that was not right. And that could have been the reason why that relationship no longer exists. That's taking accountability for your shit. That's taking accountability for your shit. I'm not going to say every failed relationship that I had or every relationship that didn't work was because of the other person. No, I done did some dumb shit too. And people don't like to accept the dumb shit that they do. And they rather push the dumb shit off on another person for them to be the fault versus accepting some fault within itself. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I didn't have to talk to that man that way. You know, maybe I could have listened more to what a person had to say. You know what? Maybe the advice that a person was giving me was for the betterment of me. Because outside of that, that's supposed to be what you in a relationship for. That's what the person is supposed to want. The best for you. That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, if you not with somebody because they are willing and coming into your life to make changes in theirs, in yours, it gotta be on both sides. Okay, we in a relationship, we breaking, but we not building. Some of the breaks will be accepted because of some of the bills that was made. If we ain't build shit, what we got to go off for? What we here for? What we doing? What we doing? Hey, Miss PJ Totes. It's the totes for me. Yes. This is the thing. First of all, if a person lacks integrity, then they not good in a relationship, in a friendship, or in a family ship at that point. Because you gotta have integrity to have some type of decency. Your integrity is what stops you from doing certain things. Just like having pride. You know how people say, but pride wouldn't let me do it. Your integrity won't let you do certain things. The morals within yourself won't let you do certain things. So when you see people able and capable to do certain things, then you know there was no integrity, there was no morals, okay, at all, at all. She will never get a quality man ever again. Any man who has substance and something going for themselves will stay far away from her. Especially what the fuck she done displayed for us to see. If he has any access to the internet, yeah, she don't fuck that money up. Because your actions is what tell the story of you, not the story that's told of you. Somebody can tell a story about you, and then somebody can watch you and say, nah, I don't get that from this person. But if your actions speak louder than your words, then your actions is definitely what somebody is going to go off of. And the actions that we've seen from the people within this situation, it ain't been the type of actions that I would think anybody would want to get under unless it's for benefit, like Booger Boy. Okay, all right, sis getting out of a fucking marriage, it might be some alimony, it might be some child support, but shit, if anything, it definitely going to be some clout. And clout is definitely what I'm all about. Cause you know, I got this little Staten Island movie career that I'm trying to get in there because I'm like a W-list star, right? So if I get next to War Baby, War Mommy, War Heart, right, then I can get the clout that I need to get the fuck up out of Staten Island, baby. I'm gonna get this house. I'm gonna put it in my mama name, but I'm gonna stay at Bree house and I'm gonna eat up all her kids' fruit snacks, drink all they Capri Sun juices, and then every time she says something that I don't agree with, like me getting my shit together, I'm gonna go, you know what? I'm dumping you. It's over. I don't want you no more. Cause then I know she gonna buy me something so that way I could get back with the get back, and then I could just get back in the situation back and forth like that. And then you know, it is what it is. Real nigga shit, not real man shit. Real nigga shit. Because a man is going to come in your life and take you away from what it is that you used to. That old shit ain't gonna even matter no more. Okay? Hey, Flora, purpose driven mom. I like that. I like that. Thank you, honey. Yes, a man is going to come in and change. Like when you see somebody happy, they don't give a fuck about nothing. Let's be honest. When you see somebody that's truly happy, they don't give a fuck about nothing. They not worried about what's going on over here. They not worried about what's going. They in their bubble, and whatever's taking place in their bubble is what's going to continue to bubble. Anything that's not bubbling won't be within that bubble, my friend. But when people are not happy, they got time to give attention to unhappy shit. Hey, Kayla. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you. I don't know if y'all seen Trigger Preacher live or when she was on Lupac live, but she said a statement on there that everybody should definitely take into account in the courts, because people will say half of the saying but won't say the whole. And the saying is, yeah, hurt people, but heal people. It can go both ways. If you surrounding yourself around hurt people, you're going to become another hurt person. Okay? If you surround yourself because you're in the process of healing, so you want some type of healing so you can become healed, you're going to place yourself around people that's not hurting so you can get a proper healing. Heal people, hurt people. Because when you're around heal people, they're going to put in place positivity into you. They're going to give you affirmations that's of you. They're going to say things that's going to push you forward instead of knock you down. When you're around hurt people, even the information of others can destroy you. It don't even got to be your own situation that can be effective to you. If somebody call you with some bullshit and you intake that bullshit, now you got some bullshit that's coexisting in you on your emotions that wasn't never your bullshit in the first place. But now if you talk to a healed person and they only talking about some good shit, you're going to leave that conversation in great spirits, feeling like you could conquer the world. Even down to the fact of sometimes our family and friends can be the ones to destroy the mission. Because if you give a fuck about what a person is going through, or you give a hell about a person, period, you're going to take in and take on what it is that they're experiencing, rather it's good or bad. And sometimes when you take in the bad, that's just what it be, bad. You want the best for somebody in their situation, but you don't want that to become your overall situation. And once you become a part of some situation, oh, whew, mm, shit, I ain't even live with Robert and Bree. I'm just the blogger on the situation. And look at how far situations don't went, not only for me, but for other people. People that had their addresses put out there. I think they call that what, doxing. See, I don't get that far into the shit because that's not what I'm here for. But look at the outcomes that hurt people have caused to hurt other people. People don't lose their job. People don't talked about people, kids. People done talked about people, dead family members. Those are all actions that only a hurt person will be able to possess. Because if I'm not mentally in a hurt place, I can't even bring myself to do no shit like that. That's not normal behavior. That's get back. And sometimes people always feel like they got to get their lick back. The biggest lick you could get from somebody sometimes is walking the fuck away. That hurts more. I'm sorry. And you save yourself the energy. Right, Josephine. Hey, get right with LB. I'm gonna go back up and read my comments. Okay, I'm going back up. Your vision of your life will create the discipline. That's right, Drea. Let me see. Her business will eventually fail because of herself and actions. Yes, how she carry herself. Definitely so. I don't feel sorry for her at all. The energy you put into this world will definitely find its way back to you. Sure enough, will. Tangler seeds. She's definitely being used. Sure is. Listen, she put 30K on. Now, I'm not saying anything because, first of all, if I'm with somebody and I choose to spend 100K on them, if that's what the fuck I choose to do, that's what I choose to do. But it's because of something that I'm getting within that relationship that equals out to what it is that I'm doing, to make it seem like what I'm doing is not for the monetary value of the situation, if you understand what I'm getting. is a gift of love, a gift of substance, a gift of appreciation. What is a person doing in a situation to deserve such an extensive gift? What has a person done to show that they even deserve something of such a I don't get it. So you going to be considered as a trick, and then when you don't do the things that a person do, then they're going to make it seem like they're going to leave you every time to get you to do it. So now you paying for your place in the relationship that you in. Like what? At this point, Johnny Boy is the IRS. He taxing that ass. That's crazy. You went from getting bought diamonds to buying diamonds. Not for you, not for your kids, but for a nigga from Staten Island. Well, I'll never, and I never will. People don't realize that we live in our own karma, good and bad. It's law. Yes, yes, yes. And what people don't realize, karma don't only hit you, it hit the people that you care about too. Like you will have karma in your kids. You will definitely receive, you can receive karma from your kids through the shit that you don't put out into the universe for somebody else. It don't have to solely come through you. It could come through somebody that you care about too. Hey Brittany, good morning. Yes, Johnny Boy is the IRS at this point in time, and he stay taxing that ass. Okay, like you made this. She really paid $1,400 for a pair of sneakers because her son wore them to school. And wait, what? So not only did this man punch your boy in the chest, but then you paid him for the item. Oh no. Mm-mm. 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 Not in the land of niggerdom. That's some shit. Where you pay for the fact is of your kid getting punched on. Because for one, they would have had a mugshot of me as soon as you would have put your hands on my baby. So the only thing I would have been paying $1,400 for is my bail. That 1,400 would have been what would have been bailing me the fuck out of jail. And I promise you that. Ain't no way that that man would have ever been able to come back in the comfortability space of my children after that violation. Because if you comfortable, it's some men that been in relationship with women for years, married women that had kids, got into relationship with a woman that had kids already, and they are the primary parent or second part within that situation, and they still would not feel comfortable putting their hands on a child that they did not make. Even if I'm helping raise, I don't want to sit there and violate or cross boundaries that is not supposed to be of me. Respect goes both ways. You gonna pay $1,400 after a man put his hands on your son, after he done screamed all up in his face? Oh, you bugging. Yeah, that $1,400 would have definitely been to help me clear up that case. Period. Period. Saying no more, saying I would have been smiling in my mugshot. Cheese. But that's how you know when women is in a relationship to be happy for themselves and is not about having a complete stable situation for them and the kids, because that relationship don't matter or value any part in the kids. It fully completes her as she feel as a woman. You don't want to worry about, and this is the stupidest I ever heard. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, right? A person didn't want to have to come to the internet with another failed relationship, right? But they wouldn't mind being on the internet with all the shit that came out of the failed relationship. Like, you don't mind people talking about a nigga punching on your kid. You don't mind people talking about your baby girl sitting on a man's lap. You don't mind people talking about a man coming out your daughter room at 4 in the morning talking about he was doing a water prank. You don't mind. I'd rather break up online anytime than any of those things to be attached to a name of mine. I'm sorry. 30,000, yes, 30,000 for a chain around his neck is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. I know that's right. That's insane. She paid him for it. She probably bought the sneakers the first time. So she probably paid for them twice. She probably bought him the sneakers. The son wore them. And then she had to repay him for the sneakers again. $1,400. Wait, what? Oh, no. That's why he was telling Robert to send that child support. Zelle, Cash App, Chime, It wasn't for the factors of him being funny. He knew he really was gonna be getting parts of Bree money, which wasn't Bree money, which was supposed to be for the baby. But you see how God works. I said that exact same thing. I wish anybody would put hands on my child for real. OMG. Yes. So you would be trying to get my ass out of jail. Yes. Yes. They would have been calling me Jail Tay. They would have been like free Tay until it's backwards Tay free. I would have been smiling in that mugshot like it was a school picture. You know how back in the days when you took a school picture, your face was all greased up, Vaseline, shiny as hell. Your mama didn't miss an inch, and you was smiling. And when you got them pictures back, your cheese was never the actual cheese that you thought you was given that day. Yeah, that's how my mugshot would have been, girl. Cheesing, greased up face, happy. Yeah, bring that 1,400 to bail me out. I'ma need it. I'ma definitely need it. Cause I'ma pray on this one. And God gonna forgive me for this one too. Cause he gonna understand that this man needs his ass beat for ever thinking he was gonna put his hands on my baby. Amen. Amen. Let the church stand. Her daddy should have told her you can't buy friendship. Well, he can't tell her that if her money is what's buying her daddy friendship. This is the same man that was wearing Robert's clothes. And I'm not even being funny when I say that, because okay, if you're in a situation with a person, we have my daughter. She shops off Shein and all type of things. And when she buys certain things that she can't fit or that she no longer with, yes, she will definitely give them to me. So I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because I've done it in reverse. But there's a certain type of respect you're supposed to have with the hand that feeds you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there was no respect in that hand that was being fed. So now he only fucking bees his daughter friend and he can't tell her nothing that's good for her because that's the only way that his old ass is still eating. What is Walter doing that's productive in life? What is Walter doing that's productive in life? How she know better than to try to buy a man in life when she's buying her daddy? She buying her daddy. If that girl did not have the things going on in her life or around her, do you think that he would be in the situation the way that hell no, hell no. And I say it again, hell no. She first started buying love from a man when it came to Walter, goddamn it, because his ass is serving no purpose in the situation. You hear me? No, for real. She's a disgrace to these children and to herself. Into herself. Because you gotta have self-worth to teach self-worth. I mean, it ain't gonna be a given. You can't have no self-worth and think you're gonna teach somebody self-worth. That's like us seeing her on TikTok trying to do that bullshit ass video live, whatever. That talking to the people that she think don't know no better. Because if she figured that, okay, well, if I don't go live on Facebook and I don't go live on YouTube, then the people that actually know that I lie like I do won't actually be in attendance. But boo boo, baby, we seen you over there with your glasses on doing that lying stuff. Okay. And we seen you trying to basically pour into women when your glass is empty. Hey, Sharon. Hold on, wait. Sharon Robinson, let me see what you got to say because opinions is everything. You talk too much. Instead of criticizing these young black women, try and speak life and giving good advice. That's what's wrong with the world today. Crab mentality, shaking my head. And you just crab at the bottom of the bucket because I guess you came in on the live instead of listening to the live because this live was not about tearing anybody down. It actually was taking sight on pulling people up and changing the destruction that we see on an everyday basis that are now falling short onto the factors of our children. So, me personally, I don't know what was the point of the comment if it wasn't going to be of any sense because tearing somebody down for what? That's not conducive. I didn't get up here and say, yeah, because she's a da 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 da. No, I came and brought forth the opinion on the things that she displayed. Now, if you say that that's of any womanly right acting, if that's okay in your book, then hey, kudos to you. Well, why you not praying? And why you being a loud, ugly, bitter woman? I'm confused. You should be praying instead of commenting in my comment section. If you don't approve, why would you still be here? You should be over there basically building her up. Ain't that what you saying? You should be over there praying your ass off. Hey girl, let me pray. But why are you here? Bree doesn't listen to anyone. She makes bad decisions. This is the one right here. I'm confused. Poor Sharon. They watched and helped a bitter woman try and destroy a man's character off lies. That's exactly what they did. And if that wasn't negative, I don't know what is. I didn't see these type of comments or don't see these type of comments in places where you should see it. Why I didn't see this name on Jonel's video when that little girl was sitting on his lap? Prayer sure didn't change that, honey. But hey, if you choose to come and engage, we'll let you engage. I'm not one of those people that you think that you're going to be in my comment section and I'm going to be all right. I mean, irate. No, you feel what you feel and I feel what I feel, and then that's it. When it's all said and done at Judgment Day, he's not going to ask any of you crazy content creators about nobody but you. He ain't gonna ask your ass about nobody either. What the fuck? He ain't gonna ask your ass about nobody either. So why the hell? Wait, make that make sense. And this is what you came to drop as a comment. No, they gonna have to send somebody else to do it. Sis said he ain't gonna ask about none of you crazy ass content creators. So he gonna ask about crazy ass Sharon. He gonna be asking about crazy ass Sharon. Hey Ted, you remember that comment that you received from Sharon that day? Yeah, you are no longer getting into the house of the Lord because you did not agree. I don't know, Sharon. Wait. Laughing my at right, Queen. Exactly. And again, the guilty speaks out loud as usual. So she must be one of today's, yes, parenting we talking about today. Right. Because we was talking about the factors of parenting. I don't know where she was talking about the factors of destroying or breaking down or, anybody. Because the people that is raising the kids that is not doing too good themselves is doing the destroying, baby. Very much so. Exactly. Sharon, so why are you over here windmilling for a lion Jezebel heifer? That's right. You tell her, Renee, because she telling us that when we get to the pearly gates, that God ain't gonna be asking the content creators or asking whatever, but they not gonna be asking her either. So what was the point of that comment? That's why, and that right there is the reason also why you can't have any and everybody praying for you. Because if you got people like Sharon praying for you, you fucked up. Lord have mercy. Y'all talking about it is not going to change a situation. Only prayer changes things. They say if you don't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. So I'm going to move along. Sharon Robinson, you defending a side, so you judging people. So now what? Right. She gonna be in hell with gasoline drawers on, sitting right next to Bree, leaking oil too. That's what's gonna happen. That's just what's gonna happen. They're gonna be down there sharing mimosas. You can't say you speak out on both sides because in this conversation there was no side to speak out on. If you could speak out on a side, then tell me one time you seen Robert bring somebody around his kid that could be of no substance other than the one that he married. If he didn't bring his older daughter within his marriage, him and his oldest daughter relationship possibly could still be, what it was. And since he ain't been in a marriage with the younger daughter's mother, ain't no woman being been around her either. But now let's see if you could say the same thing about the person that you defended, baby. I'm not a Bree supporter. Hold on, what does this say? I don't speak on Robert. You're not a Bree supporter. You don't speak on Robert. Then what are you? I'm confused because if you come in here defending one person and defend and putting down another, wouldn't that make you in support of one? Maybe I got the game fucked up. I don't know. It could be me. The way Sharon Robinson, the church up the street, turn left. Say you do great. Team Hamster, it was the turn left for me. Yes, definitely turn left. But I'm still going to say what I said. Be what you think your kids need to be. The best thing. Do not be sitting here bringing all this destruction around children and thinking that is not going to cause a destructive outcome because it's not just adults in the situation. If it was just adults in the situation, they could make the decisions that they choose to make all goddamn day. That's on their personal accords. But when you have people in a situation that's not making decisions for themselves and they just getting caught up in one big mess, that's not a good situation to bless. It's not. They came on this side to talk because they can't over there because Bree blocks them. I don't know how they support somebody who don't give a fuck. She says listen respectfully. She says she's not a Bree supporter. She's in the middle. She's in the middle. She's going to the church up the block and she's turning left. Because I don't think that my job, right, and the things that I gave my opinion on is gonna be was going to help me any type of way when I get to the pearly gates. I would think that it would be the things that I'm doing in my own neutral life to the people that I am right. She's breaking down her damn self. Right. She damn sure is. Ain't nobody got to break her down. She must ain't been to her channel in a while. I guess they spend more time over here listening to us than that they forget to actually go over there and check and see what's up. Because the things that's being said is not something that's not coexistent. It's just things that's being mentioned. We're not the person or people that's actually doing it. Who put the hands on who? Just thinking back, just sounding back in. Oh, Jonelle put hands on Bree's son over a $1,400 pair of sneakers, honey. And then she paid him the 1,400 back for the shoes. And then came and gave a pregnancy announcement that she's pregnant by the same dude. Yes. Hey, Miss Loretta. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, Hunter. So yeah, ain't nobody that if that's not the type of stuff that'll drag a person down, I don't know what is. When you letting a man put hands on your kids, ain't got nothing to do with criticizing and praying. Yeah, we could pray, but if we gonna if who Jesus, it's Sunday. I'm not really trying to incriminate myself. But if we gonna be praying, it would have been over that man wooden box after he would have thought it was okay to be punching my son in his chest because unalive would have probably had to been a thing. That probably been the last son anybody that you would have been doing some punching. She was looking for a quick rebound. No, she thought that she was going to make Robert jealous. That wasn't actually a rebound of any sort. It really didn't work because when somebody see it's different when you dump a man, right? When you dump a man, then it's some things that you probably can make him jealous of, right? But when a man dumps you, he don't give a fuck no more. The next man that gets you is only clearly taking the problem off of his hands that he no longer wanted, my friend. He got the fuck up out of Dodge with all that was in with everything. Okay. He had to put insurance on a bitch. He didn't just marry her. He's the reason she has ass and tits. Let's talk about it. Them same teeth is not the teeth she came into the relationship with, baby. So if we gonna say build a bear, build a bitch was a thing, okay, when you give a person a career, some money, and a whole new look, yeah, you had substance in their life. When you start dating somebody from Staten Island that only be wilding, and you paying $1,400 for shoes and $30,000 chain dues, yeah, yeah, some shit ain't right. Sharon, you're gonna be praying all day and all night. I'm sure everyone in this chat has family members that have made poor decisions. Shit, I've made poor decisions. Not even a goddamn family member. It ain't the fact of dragging. It's the fact is of bringing attention. So hopefully, at some point, a person decides to change their behavior. But you can't help somebody that don't want to be helped, and you can't change nobody that don't choose to change. That change has to come within self. I don't give a damn in how many different languages you choose to pray, Sharon. If she does not choose to accept the fact that she wants to change and no longer choose to damage, you just gonna be praying until the goddamn cows come home. And I don't choose to be giving out how can I say non-sufficient prayers. If I'm going to pray for somebody, I'm going to pray for somebody that I know that actually appreciates the prayer and really needs the prayer. Even though she might need the prayer, she don't appreciate the prayer. And as long as she acts how she acts, she ain't going nowhere no time soon. Okay? And if you was going to come in here and give you a shit, why the fuck you ain't tip? What they pay your tithes? Ain't it Sunday? And the tithe tray is going around. At least pay your tithes if we're gonna be paying talking about church. Even in church, they pay their tithes. And I don't think at the end of the day, anything in church is going to help this lady if she's not going to do anything that's going to change for her to be forgiven. So hey, that's just on that. We speaking facts over here on the top of facts. Go about your weird ass life, baby girl. You bothered? Oh Lord. No, but for real, in order for you to pray for somebody and it has substance, they have to at least want substance for themselves. You can't be praying and they just putting shit out there to combat your prayer. That mean that the prayer would be for nothing. Yes, definitely. I'm talking about it to help the situation. I don't know what you get from everybody else, but being negative in a situation that's already negative does not change anything. It just creates more negativity. But when you want something different for somebody, you're going to try to come at things from a different angle. And my angle is solely for the factors of hopefully things get different for the children in the situation, because even if the adults don't want change, I'm pretty sure the children do. And that's supposed to be important to all peoples, not no matter what side you on. You're supposed to be on the side of right, not wrong. Remember, that's a side too. You don't have to stand behind people to stand behind purpose. You can still have a purpose, and your purpose is supposed to be worth it. And those kids in that situation on both sides is supposed to be worth it. The kids that Robert made and the kids that was already coexistent in the situation before he came. It's not good for none of them. None of them, not his oldest daughter and not their youngest child. And she has her own kids in between. So if we're going to be adults, it's not about criticizing. It's also about making note of something that's not good and bringing attention to it so someone can also visualize it. Because see, when you in a situation, sometimes you can't see things the way other people can see things because you're in the situation. So the only point of view that you're getting is from inside of the situation. Now, somebody outside of the situation can see things from a whole different stand of quality or a different sight, a different view. So if someone that's seeing things different from the outside bring their view to you to show you what other people are seeing, now maybe it may be a bring now maybe it may bring some acknowledgement to you to do some changing. But if a person don't want to change, it doesn't matter what point of view you bring to a person, it's still going to be the same outcome until they want change for themselves. Well, this is work of the devil. I would never give you a dime. All money is not good money. I said that within this live. All money is not good money. If the money is not coming from a good substance, why would I want it? I'm not losing anything. I could actually be gaining everything because the little money that you would have gave me probably wouldn't have been nothing to the blessings that God got for me. So devil's work. Sharon, how you say you pray and you got a mouth like that? Sharon, Sharon, girl, girl. What kills me is that people always trying to bring God into something. Right, right. He resting. Sunday is his rest day. He worked 6 days straight, and on the seventh day, he rested. He made our asses on the sixth day because he knew we was going to be a lot to deal with, and he was going to have to rest on the seventh day. And Sharon is showing a great example of why God is resting. Why is she disturbing him with her bullshit? She talking about devils and ooh, bad mouth. Clean it up. Sharon. Wait, Sweetness 49 says, Sharon, I thought you left. No, she's still here. She's still here. She's not going nowhere. At this point, Robert has been cleared and set free. All his haters, including Bree, that's right, and her minions, right? Say it loud. Let me put that up there. Oh, Robert, an apology. Bree was Robert's lesson and Jonel's blessing. Hallelujah. See now, Sharon, that's a prayer. That was a scripture. She basically gave you Bible. Lord have mercy. Hey, Hatisha. Yes. That be saying it make no sense. Make it make sense for real. It ain't gonna never make sense because the math is not mathing. And just think, they got thousands of people over there that's within this situation that's just like that. Okay, how is calling me and saying that I'm doing the devil's work going to do anything to help Bree? Take some of your warriors over there and get to praying. People need to know the difference between understanding and disagreeing because these comments, right, right. And we ain't for all of that. We ain't got time for that. But we damn sure don't. That's why I tell you, all money ain't good money, and every prayer ain't a good prayer. And if she got multiple people over there like that praying for her, we understand why shit is going in a direction that is going in. I don't want no parts of it. I'd rather sit here and give my opinion from the extension that I'm in and stay positive in doing what it is that I'm doing. I'm not going to deflect from what it is that I know is true. Now, if you want to believe a lie, you can go ahead. And saying that I'm criticizing anybody is wrong. That's right. That part. Let's talk about the factors of growth. And people can have growth in both ways. That just goes to prove a point, baby. You can grow positively or you can grow negatively. Some people are rather negative growth than positive growth because positive growth takes longer than negative growth does. People always gonna want to bring up the drama in the situations, but not the thing that bring positive or can bring the positives out of a situation. Every situation don't start that starts a certain way. It doesn't have to end that way. It definitely don't. You can get perspective from other people's situation from what it is that you possibly do want or you would not want in your life. You can use other people's situation as a what not to do. Just like you have the right to, like, if we're gonna instill things right in children, right, because that's what it's supposed to be about, right? The kids are not in a relationship, so fuck the relationship. We don't care about the relationship is just a part of the destruction. But the kids in the relationship, my problem is that they have no real support system of a village because they are put in a situation, and most kids are put in a situation, not only just in Robert and Bree's situation, which I was saying, to where they are made to be put in the middle of a situation 9 times out of 10 that they don't even want to be in. If I take mommy's side, then that means I don't fuck with daddy. If I take daddy's side, that possibly means I could be hurting mommy. And then the aunties and the uncles or whoever the family members are that's around and about, they can't really have attachments to situations that can be detached. at any type of or at any point in time. So what part do people play to be a support system for the babies? If they wanted to go and have an outlet to talk other than taking them to a therapist to make them feel like because some people feel like if they go get therapy, that instantly means that something is wrong with them. I don't know why people put that premonition out there, but it's just because some people sometimes you just can't talk to the people that you know. But to be a child and not have one person that you can talk to, that's just a setup for disaster, to be honest. And we've seen disasters actually take place in this case. When you see a young girl having a baby just to feel loved, because see, a lot of people they don't uncover what real situations is. Yeah, you could be being promiscuous, you could be being active, but if you're trapped in a situation where you're not getting the love you feel that you need or that you want to receive, some people feel that having a baby is a different type of love because now they got something that's going to love them, something that they feel they not getting. People that defend people that don't show respect, integrity, and honor is on that level, period. Agree, Brittany. Tay kids shouldn't be in the situation in the first place. Right, right. It's about never okay. That's what I was saying. But dealt to adult and the adults doing the same thing to the kids is sad. It's sad. Nobody found nothing wrong when a grown woman is taking kids out to eat to ask the kids how they feel about another man that's not their daddy. Do you know now, mind you, if this is something that they feel is making their mother happy at the time, do you think that they actually want to put their real feelings out there and then they got a camera in their face, which makes the situation fully unnatural? How you asking them when you're already dealing with the dude? Well, I'm glad I caught up with you guys. I'm glad I made this live. I'll be back when I charge my phone up properly later on. I'm glad I subscribed to your channel. Keep up the great work. Keep speaking. I appreciate you, Queen Mafia. Thank you. Like, for real. It's crazy. The destruction of the kids is messing with the babies. Anytime babies is having babies just so they can feel loved because they're getting lost in a situation or swept under the rug to where the adults are becoming the point of the vision when they making the decisions for themselves. The kids is not. Bree has absolutely no talent, no content, no skill, no talent, or no sense. She have followers, not supporters. They'll follow her mess, but they won't pay a dime to support anything she does. Let's talk about it. And I hope if they had anything to do with them goddamn bell bottom sweatsuits, I damn sure want that type of support. Did y'all see the bell bottom sweatsuit from Alibaba? So you put this is what I'm talking about. She promoted that man's business more than she promoted the business of her kids. Her kids got a clothing line too. Why is that not something that was put in production? Why is her content not on her kids? If we could see more of them and less of him, maybe she'll be able to change the narrative. Period. Like what? She promote the wrong things. Content is content. But when the content that you putting out is not content creating, it's not being very creative. It doesn't take much creating to put out the things that we've seen. Yes, that sweatsuit was ridiculous, Shay Shay. Okay? I ain't know if them was pants or pants. Them shits was swing dinging, boy. Swing dinging. But that's because when you doing mess, God don't bless no mess. That's why that shit didn't go nowhere. Now, if she would have been putting that same energy into her kids' things, then she would have seen some more of accomplishments. Basically, I think so. even down to the Amora line. Where did that go? The reason why Amora even has a page, that's because of her father. Right, right. If you did not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Wait, Tay been here for 2 hours. Yes, definitely hit the like button for that. And make sure you share this video. And if you have not became a subscriber, please become a subscriber, friend. Hit the button. But we want to do something different. Criticizing don't change nothing. That just gives somebody something to defend. When in this case is nothing to defend because you can't defend wrong. You can't defend wrong. Because on the other side of wrong, there is right. And the right will always outweigh the wrong. Why do you think they come over here and spend so much time with us? Because on the wrong side ain't too much going on but the wrong. On the positive side, it's actually some shit to actually take some time and listen to or actually find some knowledge in. Oh, she got skills, man. Yes. Bed to bed hopping. That's what they call it. But that's the only way some women find love in situations. They think that babies is keepers. And if that's the case, she would have been with the first man, the second man, and now she up to the third man. So let's see how long a baby keeps a man in a situation of substance. No. Mm-mm. Deal with the kids that's in the situation first before you bring into kids into another situation that's hurt. Is already struggling going on in the situation. Clean up the situation that's going on. I haven't seen the kids in any activities in school. No, Bree keeps those kids in adult conversations. Yeah. Like I just said earlier, I don't see kids being treated like kids, and that's my whole thing. We don't get to see her going out, having milk and just sitting there with her and Lauren. And when she did do the video, I guess for the people, the followers or whoever, the conversation with Lauren wasn't of mother and daughter. It was of an adult. She made the conversation focusing on the people that be talking about her. That's not even none of your daughter's business. That's not even none of your daughter's business. What? Apparently, y'all don't have no content. Y'all stay speaking on Bree like y'all going to stop something. Y'all well, comments like this is what don't make sense because you're over here listening to us speak about Bree. So the content is continent, baby. Because if we was not speaking on Bree, you wouldn't be over here listening. So tell me where there's no content, baby. I'm confused. You didn't really think that out before you wrote that comment, did you? Right? You know when people think they saying something so smart and end up sounding stupid. Because your comment just went against everything that you was trying to apparently say in a smart way. Because if I didn't have no content, we wouldn't have no conversation. If Bree is a content creator, like y'all say, then she is basically the content. What was the point in that comment? And I guess that's the part of your dear devilish ways, huh? Boop, boop. Moving right along. That part. That part. Okay? That part. And then got the nerve to use words like obsessed. That be it for me. Right? You are obsessed. You running from CC to CC so you can windmill for a lion heifer. Look foolish for a lion heifer. Okay? We don't choose anything. That's the same thing I said on my live yesterday, and that's crazy, right? We was invited into somebody's home. We never forced our way there. We was given an invitation. Once we felt deceived, then we was denied giving an opinion. Now, as long as we agreed on what we seen when we was there, it wouldn't have been no problem. But because we don't agree, now we deny. We obsessed, baby. Mm-mm. Well, I'd rather be obsessed on the end that I'm in versus being obsessed on the end that you're on. Just being realistic. Let's talk about what the conversation was originally about. And Bree was just an example of how generational curses are created in children. Because being that the situation is the way that it is, and the situation is not being tended to by the adults in the situation, the kids are being left to raise themselves. And what's going to be the outcome of or in that other than what we already see spiraling out in the adults, baby? The kids are only going to be repeat offenders. And when you want something different, you do something different. When you work hard to get your kids out of a certain area into a better area, it's because you want a better life for them. Okay. When you do things to keep your kids complacent where they at, that's not a good snap. That's not good. It's nowhere near good, and it won't ever be a good outcome. That's right. Happy Father's Day to any daddies in the chat. Let's say that. Blessings on that. And we talking about fathers, not real niggas, right? She puts all her business on the internet, and then people got the nerve to say people are nosy. Like, what the fuck? Raise these good boys. Right. Am I I think I be delusional. Like, was I a ghost? Did I just so happen to go to sleep and go in this woman's house and never knew about it, and then came out and decided to tell all her business that I seen while I was in there ghosting? Because if the information that I'm discussing came from the person at hand, that makes things very confusing. Shit, I know my weed be good, but I don't think my shit be that good that it just start telling me people business. No, 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 no. I don't think so. Right. That's what I'm saying, Sunshine. Nobody goes and looks for that lady's business. She actually puts her business out. And I guess it wasn't much business actually going on. So she needed to put some more negative business out so the views can go back up, so more money can be made to replace that $30,000 chain. Hmm. Oh, I thought somebody said something. We're going to be talking about obsessed. But ain't nobody saying nothing about a person being obsessed with a dummy. It's okay for a person to be obsessed with things they shouldn't be obsessed with. But they want to come over here and tell us that we be obsessed with the things that's going on over there. I don't think I'm obsessed with ABUSER. I don't think I would be obsessed with that. I don't think I would want to be in a situation like that or have anything going on with me like that. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Being a yes man is not a good tool in life. Just being somebody's yes man and agreeing with everything that they do is never cool. Never cool. God forbid if she's over there allowing this man to put hands on her children, what else she gonna be allowed? I hope that dude don't start smoking, sneaking on. Right? Why the fuck was she coming out her daughter? Why was he coming out her daughter room at 4 in the morning talking about he was doing a water prank? And that wasn't too far into their relationship. That's when she was running around with them two little clothes on, sitting there making them eggs, scraping that pan for at least an hour and a goddamn half. I don't give a fuck how long, how much somebody or how much cheese somebody liking their eggs, it should not take that long to cook them. And if she was up at 8 o'clock in the morning cooking eggs, bragging about being bent over after her man came out of her daughter's room at 4 o'clock in the room, 7:30, whatever the time was, yeah, that would definitely raise an eyebrow for me. Let's talk about protecting children. Fuck Brie. Fuck Brie. Let's talk about Desharia and her father's relationship being destroyed and her not having an active support system around her for her and her baby at this point. Okay? Her mother waits until she gets pregnant and now they're homeless. Let's talk about that. That's one to marvel at. Okay? Let's talk about the factors of Moski having to go to therapy for for her mother to convince her that she's scared of her father when actually we can all see with 4 eyes, 2 eyes, or 6 eyes that is not the fucking case. And if anybody felt that to be the case in the court of law, they would have never made a decision for this child to be around her father. He damn sure wouldn't have been able to gain custody in the first situation. So in this situation of the children, the problem seems to be the mothers to me. I stand on that. Generational fucking curses. Generational goddamn curse. Ciara wasn't worth shit. She wasn't doing shit. Ain't doing shit. Ain't changing shit. And now her shit has became some effective shit. Brianna ain't did shit. Ain't changing shit. Just came and damaged shit. And now her shit is also some effective shit. The kids. The kids. They will be grown one day. Could we see Lauren on goddamn Facebook the same way we see Brianna now? And that would be cool with y'all, the ones that follow her. It was good that she was traumatizing Moski against the person that's supposed to protect her in life, regardless to what the relationship is, which is her father. She made this little girl feel like her father was an enemy. And that's okay for a baby. You said that this child was going to therapy. Put recordings of the therapist on the phone. Only parts that will go against what it is or go with what it is that you're trying to put out there. Okay. And then for us to see Moski with her father and see none of the shit displayed that you done put out for months, that's fucking disrespectful in all type of ways. Because what about the kids that's getting played? Okay? You got back with this man after he got into a situation with your son. You healed his pain with $1,400. But what did you do to heal your son's pain by getting hit by a man that has no relation to him over a pair of sneakers? Let's talk about those children. Fuck the adults, okay? Because the real adults in the situation is going to show that they are adulting. I only see two adults in this situation, and I'm gonna be realistic with you, and that's Robert and Miss Season. Even though at the end of the day they have a they was a part of a situation. That situation is not stopping them from moving forward. Robert does not bring Miss Season around his daughter. So what he's doing as an adult is not affecting or affecting his kids in any way. But now the mothers that the kids are left with, let's see what's not effective. What's not effective. And for the people that chose to know that this man was abusing her and was covering up, knowing that them kids was in that situation, they just not as much shit as her. And I would never want no followers like that. If you're going to follow me to the factors of my demise or my destruction or me destroying myself, then nah, I'm good. I need people that's going to talk me off a ledge, not push me off a goddamn ledge. It's two different types of people. It's two different types of people. And those women, they say women sat over there and condoned the situation that was not good while sitting there putting out allegations on a situation that they know or knew never happened. Meanwhile, Fuck the adults, like I say again. There was kids in a situation that it was known that they was being mistreated. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. You mean to tell me these grown-ass women was more worried about losing a friendship with Bree than worrying about the goddamn safety of the children, baby? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Everybody want to clear their conscience just because, just like, all right, if people wanted to take Amara alive and run with it, then that's on them. But she's just as guilty. Fuck the adult. If you choose to protect an adult in a situation, then that's on you. Okay, if you want to protect a friendship, that's on you, because that's the only thing that you was protected as an adult and somebody with the heart. Your sole duty was to protect those kids that was not able to protect themselves. But if you choose to waste your protection on adults that are clearly making the decisions that they're making for themselves, then that part is on you. I'd rather stick to the kids that's not making decisions for themselves and damn sure need help in maneuvering what's going on and making sense of what it is in this situation. They done been pushed around, pushed from this person, pushed to that person, to the factors of they possibly don't even know their own identity. Where do they fit in the situation, baby? Where? Getting dropped off in gas stations? Oh, after not seeing your father for 6 years, being pushed back on him because now your mother's in a new relationship? And that's okay for kids to have to deal with. After you don't put the story out that the same person you dropped them off to in the gas station done pulled out pistols and ran up on you with pit bulls while you had these same children you're now dropping them off in the gas station with, right? Now you move on to a relationship with Robert. They don't get to speak to that man at all for 6 years, 6 years. But now, because you're in a relationship with your new little boy toy, play toy, you're going to have no problem with them now having involvement with a person that you said um was on a deadly mission trying to take you out with some pit bulls and the pistols. But now he cool. Now a person is cool. They done woke in Israelite. They slept for 6 years, but now they awoke now. They woke now. Yeah. You don't mind him going to come and get the kids from a gas station because you was working on making another kid for somebody that act like they was raised in a gas station. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Let's talk about that. Please, I don't want nobody coming in here talking to me about no fucking adults. I don't care about no bum ass adults. Dumbass adults make dumbass decisions for them dumbass selves. We're talking about the people in the situation that has to deal with the outcomes of the dumbass decisions that the adults choose to make. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Because okay, we seen what a situation was for 6 years. If somebody say it was fake, that just shows you the mind state that they are able to create for their children to be within. Because if you saying that you dealt with the things that you dealt with from this man in a situation for 6 years, it would be no way you would be able to input your kids in a situation like that again. But for a grown up, to say they wouldn't want to go through a public breakup again shows the dumbass decision making. So you'd rather cover up abuse to save face for a man, but rather than get out of a situation to have safety and stability for your babies. Make that make sense. So you'll rather stay in a relationship to fake some shit, to hurt some more shit, to damage some shit, not better some shit, just for the factors of how you feel that people think that your relationship ain't. Because ain't nobody convinced. It wasn't nobody but I guess them over there that, and mind you, it's bad for people to know a relationship is being pushed on to make another person jealous. How could you have any respect in it? Nigga, that didn't come from a loving place. It did not come from a loving place. It was put in place to cause misery. And misery always loves company. And when you keep the company of misery, at some point you're going to become miserable. Let's talk about the factors of Amora putting out that, oh, her father's telling her, we not doing this shit today, Brianna. If you down in that bed for 3 and 4 days, who's with your children, baby? So now once this man come back around, you right back to happy. You doing TikToks, you twerking on them nigga, you twerking on a nigga. But for 3 days, you couldn't even get up and clean your house and be the mother that you should have been to your babies. But now we just supposed to believe that everything is everything. Fuck the adults. Let's talk about the babies. Okay? The ones that was shuffled underneath the rug to make it seem like nothing was going on, and we knew that it was. How the adults was willing to doctor a picture to put something off on another person, knowing that the abuser was in the house and still in the picture. So at any point in time while y'all was making a case on somebody else, that same person that y'all knew that was doing the hurt and causing the damage was right there still creating damage within them kids every day that y'all was putting out something that was fake. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's fucking crazy to me. And it shows me how crazy people could be when it comes to the factors of destroying somebody you don't even fucking know, baby. This woman was married to this man for 6 years. She's not mad because he really did something to her. She's mad because she never thought that he would leave her ass and he proved her ass wrong. So we got to see the vindictive, the victim, and all the other shit that came with it. But in the process, we also got to see the kids fall short within the situation, baby. When you going to get your hair done, why you ain't taking your daughters with you? Huh? 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 How you gotta beg a man to take your boys to go get their haircut, but you paying for the haircut and the gas money to go get the cut that he got, huh? And when a person is comfortably able to sit in your face and say, those is not my kids, you can find substance in it to want to actually bring forth a fruit of his loins. So because he tell you everything that got to do with the kids that you got already, that those is not his kids, you make sure you feel, or fuck it. Maybe if I put a kid of his in the mix, then maybe he'll do. No, they're still just going to be his kid siblings. And then now it's going to be more of a jealousy out fucking a put because they're going to feel like this baby is getting all of the attention because it's his baby. The same thing with little Amora. She was getting all of the attention because she was Robert's daughter, just like she still is. So now that pushes the oldest three kids further back, stupids. So y'all congratulate and celebrate some bullshit if y'all want to. I'll take a rain check. 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 I'm sorry. They have to think before speaking, like they know that's their mother and she's corrupting them all mentally. Now they are scared to speak and say things. Listen, she only put them on camera when she's programmed them to say what it is that they gonna say when they get on there, baby. She don't do live streams where it's just free will the way that she used to do when she used to do hauls and stuff like that, and the kids would be on the camera. Send those stars. Send the stars. You don't even see her do lives like that no more, engaging with the kids. Why? Because that's what Robert had put in her as a narrative. He was trying to change a little girl into a woman. And he seen that he was fighting himself or going against his better fucking standards, trying to help somebody that didn't want to fucking change. Nobody's fucking perfect. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody no knob slobber for Robert. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you see wrongdoing in a situation, you want to bring forth the right. And I feel what is wrong in the situation is all the dumbass adults. And what should be done right in the situation is the factors of these goddamn kids. That's the like for real. Ain't nobody got no time to be criticizing no goddamn adult. Giving your opinion on how they might need fucking help or they doing some shit that ain't about shit and they need to change some shit. That's some different shit. Because the kids will benefit from the changes. But as long as time goes on and things remain this, oh, it's about to get worse, baby. It's definitely gonna get worse. It's definitely gonna get worse. You better believe it's going to get worse. You best to believe it's going to get worse. We've only seen the small portion of what it is. Hey Toya, the small portion, the disrespect that has been put in place for families to be separated and not be able to be a support system if they chose to is real fucked up because then they put kids in the middle to pick a side. If I want to chill with my aunt, chill with my uncle, talk to my dad, it should never be a problem in that. But when you pick or put kids in a situation to go against a village, that's some sick shit to me. Fuck Bree. Don't nobody give a fuck about Bree. Nigga, we give a fuck about the babies. Okay? The babies is in the situation, and that's why a lot of people even dealt with the factors of Bree from the beginning. Because the babies is still in relation to the people that's connected to the situation. Duh, because I don't fuck with the mama, don't mean I don't want to fuck with my niece. Okay, because I no longer fuck with the mama, don't mean I don't want to fuck with my baby. But the perception that's put in or being put out there is all about the mama and it don't got nothing to do with the kid. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And y'all gonna have to find somebody else to promote a different narrative. Because if we talking about the narrative that's being put out, we've seen the things that a person has put out for clout without giving a fuck how the narrative affected they goddamn kids. You think you saying something smart or doing something smart to affect Robert, somebody that don't even want you no more and left you in the first place. How the fuck you making somebody that is beyond me? How you making somebody jealous that left you? So the only thing that you knew that you could do to get some attention from this man is try to hurt something that you know that he cares most about. And some adults would be willing to take that route to hurt a child to get to a fucking adult because they got no other ammunition in their bag left. So they feel. So I know if I keep this thing from you, even though it ain't hurting you to be away from me, it's going to hurt you to be away from it. But listen, you can't stop God's plan, baby. You can't stop God's plan. And that's my whole mission to let people understand what's meant to be will be. All that narrative that a person put out for months that that baby was scared and it was because of the situation that they was in, all of that shit was a bunch of bullshit. And women ran with it, knowing that this baby was within a situation with a man that was not her fucking father, but was definitely abusing her mother. And she was a part of the situation. And being that Moski is very boisterous, if we gonna keep it 100, let's keep it 100. Let's not put no fake narratives out there. Let's tell the real truth. The only reason Moski wasn't allowed to be around Robert is because she possibly would have been telling the shit that Jonelle chose to do. The same way we seen her repeating shit on that fucking video, that's because kids be fucking sponges. Okay, it might not come out within the order that it was said, but it's definitely going to be repeated. And that baby was not repeating those words because they just came out the clear blue. They had been said to her before for her to be able to repeat them for me and you. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Y'all want to talk about criticizing. Oh, so we're not going to criticize the people that created a false fucking narrative rather than being women and taking accountability for their actions? Because I think that if anything, you still wanted to try to put a narrative out there like Robert was still this person. No, no, no. How you come to do a live about one person, but still speak of another that ain't got shit to do with? And then had the nerve to say, well, I knew, and then I wasn't agreeing with it. I told people, but bitch, you was up here putting up posters, creating a false narrative, making it seem like it wasn't what it was, and we all knew that it was. Now, throughout the months, where was them kids and who was they with? Robert was on the outside fucking fighting. And even though we don't see the shit that we get to see from Jonelle and Bree, we don't see Amora never with Miss Season. And she's a woman that got values, if you ask me. So we see where the morals lie. Sis went from a shoulder to cry on to a dick to ride on to now somebody's maybe to having a baby. She went from somebody's wife to somebody's slide, but all through within this situation, the kids was on the inside of that shit. What do you think her oldest boys think? What placement do they have now? Mind you, Jonelle was playing basketball. They put the video up where he was playing basketball with the boys when he was trying to get in the mama drawers. But now he done got in the mama drawers. Now the only thing he could say, those ain't my kids. We see Robert say he wasn't adopting somebody else's kids, but we also seen Robert treat those kids as if they was his own. You don't think they missed that? You don't think they missed that? At some point in time, they're gonna start holding some resentment against their goddamn mother. Like you just ruined everything that was supposed to be good for us. He had gotten so involved with her to see and who the real her. There's no respect here. Yes, at all, at all, at all, at all. Children only matter. That's it. Them dumbass, bum ass adults, they can have it. And I don't know what people think. I don't give a fuck how that pretty shit don't mind me. You think God give a fuck whether you pretty? That shit don't mean nothing. Bree is not an ugly person. Her actions make her an ugly person. People be so focused on the factors of a person's looks as if they can't have ugly actions. You can look one way and act another. You can have pretty looks and definitely have ugly ass actions. We're not worried about the looks. The looks is together. We worried about the actions that's all over the goddamn place, and which is putting her kids in a situation all over the place with her. And then to make it seem like you gave a fuck about Robert's kids, but when it came down to the factors of you having that conversation with Dawn, you had to bring how Jonelle would feel if you brung Desharia to your house Mind you, on paper, you signed at one point in time that this was your stepdaughter. I didn't know that y'all relationship changed just because she wasn't with her father or you not with her father no more. So that means you only accepted her in the situation because she played a part in the situation you was trying to be a part of. It was never no real love. Never no real love. And it is about to get worse. Shaking my head. Prayers up for those children. Right. That's all we got to say. Fuck the kids. They still gonna make dumbass adults. You got a big 50-something-year-old woman over there named fucking Denise that's able to be friends with the child named Bree, and she's not giving her no knowledge of the sort because you can't give knowledge to someone that you don't have yourself, baby. How am I going to make somebody that's the age of my daughter, my friend, and I don't even got things collectively going right with my own daughter in my situation? So at least if I be a yes man over here, it can still feel that I'm getting some of that from there. No, no. Mm-mm. Hey, Terry, ain't no goddamn way. Let's focus on the children, baby. We already know if Jonelle and Bree broke up today, she's going to go on a mental destruction, okay? Mental destruction, which she can't take and what she wanted to say. It ain't about another public breakup. She can't have the world know another nigga done left her. She done been left by the baby father. She done been left by her husband. And now she gonna get left by her side piece. Yeah, that's embarrassing. That would definitely be embarrassing. But I would take the embarrassment over keeping my kid in a situation that's not productive. I would not need to save face for people that bad that I will have to live a story that is fake for the glory of others' sake. No, we ain't doing that. Like I said, and I will repeat. Trigger Preacher said it, baby. Heal people, and hurt people. You keep involving yourself with a hurt person, you're going to be hurt, baby. If you place yourself around healing people or healed people, you will start to see a healed person, not a person putting their glasses on, going on TikTok lying to other females about how you should pour things into yourself that they not pouring into their own goddamn self. And at the meantime, in between time, the story that you telling for others is actually your outlet of a way for you to be telling your own story, baby. Because now that you done lied and here on this topic, you can never feel like you could come to the internet with this topic and be believed. So you feel like I might as well keep it to myself because ain't nobody gonna believe me anyway. That's considered the boy that cried wolf. Okay, that's what happens in situations like that. But there's still hope and a chance to save the kids within the situation. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. They was probably, yep, there was probably somebody just as fucked up as, yes, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If they saying that that Walter had cases and they left the kids allegedly, but I seen the mugshot, so I don't know how allegedly that is. But if this is the person that you was leaving your daughters with and your kids with while you was going out to vacation with the next, and then we see where your morals is. When you leaving home and your kids asking you questions like, Ma, you coming back or you gonna leave with Jonelle forever? Okay, that's a worry. That means that they know that you would be willing to put a man before them, baby. You got Deshari is stuck in a situation where the woman she came from and the woman she looked up to, neither one of them wasn't shit. And now she's fighting generational curses, trying to be not a statistic, but falling right underneath those statistics. Seriously, seriously, seriously. And now can't even have the conversation that she would choose to have with her daddy because of all the ignorance that done been displayed. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, she know the things that the women would be able or was able to accept. Her daddy's not having no kind of ways. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And mm-mm. When you know, you know. Hit that like button, everybody. Bless your host with the most. You feel me? For real though, I'm serious. Robin's not having. I don't give a fuck what anybody say about him. You could say, "Oh, we so no, no." I support a person that has morals. Okay, I feel that Robert has morals, and I support the morals that I feel Robert has. Period. You can see the difference between the people who got morals and who don't. And when you have morals and integrity, like I said, you just can't do certain things, baby. That's right. And again, she sexualized herself all the time, all the time. Hey, Nina. Right. That's what I was saying. I don't know what she thought she was going over there. I think she thought she was on the low. That if she went on TikTok, nobody would ever know. But sister, don't leave one platform lying to a group of fucking women to go to another platform to lie to a group of fucking women just to start the extension of some other bullshit. Because if you're not talking about the bullshit that you in right now, you damn sure can't talk about the bullshit that you was in because that's no longer your situation. Why would you be still talking about your ex-man when you're trying to get next to a new man? But what I couldn't understand, the last thing a person did before they announced or put out the factors of a pregnancy, they was doing skits where they was back in a situation with their ex baby. Now I don't know if the skits with the ex or the supposed to be looking like ex was supposed to be an acknowledgement of how a person was, but what it seemed like it didn't come out like what you thought it was going to be is not what it was. Because basically, even within the skits, we seen the disrespect that a person would get, or you would get in front of your friends and then try to break fly. Okay? When you did that, I don't know whether that was Destiny Child, Danity Kane, sit on the couch, come out and let me tell everything, little situation. You said that you had met this female all of 2 times and you already let her give you insight on your relationship. I'm sorry. Ain't no bitch that come through me to be talking to me about my man. Uh-uh. Wait, hold up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We're not gonna do that. So let's talk about the kids that done dealt with the situation of the non-communication, decision making as adults on one side of the fence and not on the other. Because I feel like I said and I stand on it. Because fuck that. If Robert wanted to fuck 1,000 bitches out once he was outside of the relationship with Brianna, he had all rights to fucking do that. He got. I'm not tied in a relationship with no more. I can do what I choose to do as a man. But when you got morals about yourself and certain things you just ain't looking for, if she's saying that Robert was the hoe, that she's saying he was the hoe with the most, right? Why once he was not attached no more, we ain't see him hoeing. We seen him went and get a woman with some class, something that was better than his last. And he still didn't feel comfortable enough or don't feel comfortable enough. And it has nothing to do with him and Miss Season's relationship. But he still is not comfortable enough to bring his child in front of a situation that he don't know what the ending is going to be. I'm not willing to have my baby meet people that might not be within their future or that can damage their future possibly. Not saying that Miss Season would do that, but if you look on the other side of the fence, what is Jonelle doing being existent in that situation? So I feel like Bree should have took some time for some healing. Even if you was dating men outside of your home, they shouldn't have never made it inside with your children, baby. And I stand on that. They shouldn't have never. You could have been fucking Tom, Don, Paul, Maul, Sean, whoever. but they would have never been a known substance in your life at home with your children. What you do outside should never make it at home. But when you bring in outside into your home, pretty soon your home becomes the fuck outside. And now your home is outside and on everybody's live, such as mine, being discussed for what discuss is disgust, disgust, disgust. Nothing good coming from it. You called this guy a big pepper, big stepper, and the only thing he was stepping on is your goddamn neck. When they said keep foot on necks, I think he took it in a literal sense. 7 B's. This is why y'all need to learn the 7 B's. And if you learn it today as an adult, make sure you instill it and install it in your babies. Books before boys, because boys bring babies. Okay? Stick with it. No matter what decision you make in life, if your kids are small, it's supposed to be ultimately about your children. Okay, make it about your children. Now, we all know at some point in time, our kids get older and they start making decisions for themselves. Some of them even move out the house and start living on their own. And then you could become an old hoe and nobody will never know. No, at least it won't affect the children at that point in time. So if you choose to wine and dine and do swing from chandeliers and buy niggas chains and things, it wouldn't be a problem because everybody would be older and on their own way. But for you to still be in your whole phase while you raising children, it's going to be complications. And things have become very complicated. Hit that like button, baby. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share this video. If you choose to, you could definitely bless your host. Tay would appreciate it. Nah, but for real, let's talk about the goddamn kids. The kids. Everybody want to come from the other side of the fence and somebody comments talking about they obsessed with this bitch. This bitch being obsessed ain't doing nothing but making her look stupid. And if obsessed make you look stupid, I would never want to look stupid. Now, doing something smart, you can have a start. Let's start doing something smart by starting with these goddamn kids and getting them into a better situation than what they is. Period. Period. Hey, Peaches. Right. She had Peaches. She had to go sit down because it took everything in her to not to slap the taste out of Bree mouth. Bitch, you brought me all the way to Mexico to tell me some shit you could have told me where I lived at. Mind you, to make it seem like you was celebrating my goddamn son. Mind you, you made this about you. Even if it was somebody's birthday. I can understand you sharing something and this, that, and the third, but you made that the whole point up. So you took them all the way to Mexico to announce a pregnancy. It wasn't never about the baby. And did you think that because you was at a distance, you was going to receive a different reaction? You didn't think that the reaction that you would have got at home would have been acknowledged, right? So you did it in a way that you felt that it would be acknowledgeable. But you got to remember the history that you have with people. The last conversation or conversations or texts that came from you to this lady was not very good ones. On top of the fact, you ran around telling everybody that this lady was a crackhead. A crackhead. I'll repeat it, a crackhead. So you throws the family in the camera in her face after letting everybody know that she's a crackhead to tell her that she's going to be a grandma. So now, okay, you want the internet to know that your baby's going to have a crackhead grandma or a relapse grandma or rehab grandma. Which one? You don't put narratives out about people and then throw a camera in their face and act like nothing's never going to change, like things didn't take. Wait, what? I wouldn't have been happy either. I wouldn't have been happy either, not within that moment. But we see as soon as we got or they got back, where that situation was at, because then that's when we received the post that was deleted, even though the internet is never defeated. Just because you delete it don't mean it's deleted. That's just the word for the wise out there. Okay. If you don't want people to see it, just don't ever put it up there. Because if you think you're gonna put up there for a second and somebody ain't gonna get it, forget it. Okay. So, advice for the peoples: if you don't want things to be known, don't put it on the internet, baby. Period, point blank. Because just because you delete it, don't mean that the world will. Right? So we received that post, and then the next thing we know, now you want to be doing the most, like you forgiving somebody because they doing better. Did what better in 48 hours? Drop their mama off? What did they do within 48 hours to make the situation better? Drop their mama off. But the fact is of, let me just make a point, and this is why I say it's about the kids, right? You just came off a vacation where your kids was not with you. And the first thing you do when you get back to them is start to argue and put things on the internet for something that still has to do with the man that you just left. What point in time did they get your attention once you came back? When? When has the kids been relative since? I can understand if there was a half and half situation where it was half content where you actually see her with the kids and trying to do what she do and whatever it is. And then, okay, we receive bullshit content from time to time with the shit with the relation, but it should be a separation. Baby boy Isaiah, he's never active like he used to be when Rob. Yes, he used to be on the camera and everything when she used to be live, telling the people send them stars when she did the video. When people sent the stuff, when she ordered all that stuff for the second wedding, for them to go to Jamaica. If y'all remember the video I'm talking about, okay? Bree and Isaiah was on the camera when she was opening the stuff that she had ordered. They was doing a live. He was very active on the lives, okay? And he was talking to the people and everything. Now, every time you see him, either she got him doing chores or she getting on him about something he didn't do, or something is coming to the internet as we all just received about something getting done. Because that's the one who got punched in the chest over a pair of $1,400 shoes that she chose to repay a man for. Other than being on the news, I would have rather be on the news than pay for them shoes. Yep, I would have been on the news. Yep, breaking news. Woman goes crazy after someone punches her baby in the chest over a pair of gym shoes. Next thing we know, the neighbors hear and they report there was screams, there was bangs, and then there was silence. Period. 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 Ain't no other way to explain. Yeah, because I would have been on it. You could tell the internet when you break up and make up, but you can't tell the internet when you had to put a motherfucker in his place because he thought he was gonna play in your kid's face. You rather paint a picture and come back online like everything is fine. Yes. That's the type of women that cover situations when they little daughters be getting fucking touched and shit, and then they come to the mama and they tell them it, and the mama rather take the man's side than take the child's side, and then a child gotta grow up with a lifetime of fucking trauma because a woman didn't know who she was and had to get her happiness through the factors of a man and put that man before her goddamn kid, before her kid. The worst. The worst. Her paying that $1,400 show whose side she was really on. And she gotta really understand that her son paid attention to that too. And it would be funny if we don't know. But even if Bree paid the $1,400, she probably reprimanded him for putting the shoes on too. She probably reprimanded him for putting the shoes on too. So now he got John Nail, that's not his daddy, yelling in his face and putting hands on him. And then he got his mother yelling at him for putting on the shoes. And because now she got to replace them too. Who actually ever protected the child in the situation? Who? Who made the children the reason of substance? They talking about Bree. Everybody's so obsessed with Bree. Y'all want to come on here criticizing Bree. Y'all want to. No, honey. No, no. This is not that, and that is not this. We're going to fucking focus on the children. Okay? Okay? Moski could barely fucking talk, and she already had a fucking a side piece as a stepdad. Okay, you see, she made them kids call Robert Daddy, nigga. They called Robert Daddy for 6 years, and now once they not in a relationship no more, now he an enemy. Now he an enemy. You see, when him and Bree first got out of that relationship, right? And Lauren's birthday had still came up. Did you see the man moves that Robert made to make sure that she still had a good birthday, even though he was no longer in the situation? Did y'all see her face on that phone call? Oh, I'll wait. And she had them calling John. Wait, what? Oh no. Mm-mm. 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 We're sharing that now. Exactly. His heart broke when she took him back after. Yes. Yes. Anytime your kids is telling you that a man is childish, they trying to tell you something. She said that man is childish. He needs to grow up. How the fuck a child gonna look up to a child? How you bring a child into a situation with children? You're not just a single woman, meaning a single woman, not with man, a single woman that's not with children. You fully come attached with all of that. So how could that not be a substance when you get into any situation with another? How you get in a situation with a child and you have children and you told other people yourself that this person was very immature. They put boogers on you and all type of stuff. So it's not like you didn't voice it yourself. So you can't say you didn't see where the kids possibly could have been getting it from or where it could have been coming from or that you haven't seen it because you spoke on it. It's been spoke on. Period. People is crazy. Yeah, they love their father, but I'm telling you, the factors of them kids getting caught in the middle is just sad. Because for one don't want no authority. One want to be able to do what she want because she think doing what she want will be cool to do. But she don't realize that those be the same thing that destroy you. Once you get of a certain age, we all done sat back and said, I know why my elders say what they said to me. Now I know why they told me what they told me. Now I see what it was that they was talking about. At the age that you are now, you don't have knowledge of the things that you need to have knowledge of to be able to verify anything. To be able to verify anything. Hey, Loretta, to be able to verify anything. So you're making decisions based off of the things that you feel that you're wanting, not the things that you need. And now that she is the mother of another child, of a child of her own, she needs to be taught how to make decision making. And the women that's in the situation, I don't see her getting any help from them in that situation. And that's why she needs to be in communication with people like her aunts, okay, and her uncles, because they brain, I'm not every nobody's fucking perfect. I don't know why people put that perfect narrative out there, and people got to make it seem like, oh, if you're broke you can't tell the truth, and if you if you got money, then that means that you're able to tell a lie and get away with it. But no, having a village is the most stable thing that a child has and needs. And it's good that Dawn reached out to Dasharia the way that she did, because family over everything. Fuck this internet shit. I'm trying to actually see how you doing. And when people got people like that in their corner, then they choose to move forward on a more positive path. But when you're trying to go up under the discretion of a person that's on a path of torment, and destruction, then you're going to have another soul, another child destroyed. And that's just period. Why you think when her mother put it out, she wanted to go live with Brie? Why? Why you think? Please. Her father wasn't even within the circulation. If you really going through something, and the factors of you cooling around is to find a place to stay for you and the child that you have now, you ain't gonna be on some right. Well, no, it's going to be for the safety of you and your child. And you know that your father has a stable household. The only reason you would not want to go into that stable household is because you're not ready to be within a stable substance. You want to still be around what damages. And around Bree, that's definitely what you're going to get, because these people are not trying to be a parent to you. They're trying to be your friend. They're trying to be your friend. This is the same person that came out and say that, yeah, her father disciplined her, but it wasn't all that until rebuttal that same situation to come back once she had a situation to say, yeah, look, he even did so and so. No, I don't think that's what I would want my kid around. They said the internet will eat that up. Y'all still worrying about the internet? Ain't the internet a part of your destruction? I would be real careful about when it comes to the internet, period. But the things that they worry about hitting the internet and the shit that they don't care about don't care about hitting the internet is beyond me. She doesn't want to be a child. She wants to have her little boyfriend laying up in the crib working on baby. That's my thing. And her father's not having that. If you want to see that nigga, you're going to have to see him on the outside. You won't see him up in here. I'm making a place for mine and my grandchild, if that's the case. I'm not bringing no little boys up in my place. And that's what I has got in trouble for before. So she know that that's law. You thought you was gonna be able to tell him some bullshit story about you going to the mall, meeting your friends. Okay, I'll drop you off. I ain't got to go in every store with you. I can even sit in the parking lot and wait until you ready to go home. But far as you just going to the mall and thinking that you're gonna be on your own, that's not happening. And that's because some sneaky shit coexisted. Okay? That's because some sneaky shit coexisted. What would you be doing at the mall that you wouldn't want for your father to see unless it was boys in the midst, baby? And you knew that would be something he was not having. So you tried to think that you was gonna give some lick, and he showed you who the fuck the parent really is. Period. And that's the way more situations should go. Because then we would have more children instead of kids thinking that they grown. It's a difference. It's a difference. She should go to Robert and stop thinking she's grown. Right. Because thinking you grown and actually being grown, what these kids don't know, I don't know who told them, but being grown is corny as fuck. Being grown is really not a flex. It's really not. All right. Whoever made bills, they can let's square up. Because the only thing you get grown for is to be able to fucking pay for stuff. What is so cool about being fucking grown? You ain't got to act just. Okay, there is no just once you become grown. Being grown is corny. I'm sorry. Okay, this grown shit is not all what people think is cracked up to be. Most times kids just want to be grown because they feel like when they grown they don't got to listen to their parents no more. But even though you don't listen to your parents, you will definitely listen to somebody, because mentally you're supposed to listen to God always when it comes down to the factors of decisions, baby. And once you start going down the path that's not for the good, shit, it's hard to come bring them back around. And so once you let a child get a taste of thinking that they grown, It's a fight to get them back for what's right. It's definitely a fight. If I was our age, I wouldn't trust. Unfortunately, that little girl is her mama's child. The way she stunted on her father, I really don't think I could mess with her like that anymore. First of all, remember when I said about the women not being shit? Okay, I'm gonna make a perfect example of it. All right. When her mother was on live, why the hell would she have? Why would she be on live talking about this girl father, but she's sitting right there? That debilitates the respect that she has for her father off top. Okay, because she's listening to the bullshit that comes out of her mother's mouth. And the thing about it, um uh if she did go where her father is at, it would be none of that. But the factors of the bullshit adults is exactly the proof that I be making. Look, you on live with your daughter talking about the fact that where is the morals? Where is the morals? You mean to tell me you couldn't find no time to do that live while your kids was not around? It's a form of disrespect. However you feel about the father, that's how you feel about the father. That has nothing to do with the child. So why are you putting a child in an adult space to be disrespectful to the person that gave her a face in the first place? Because you couldn't do it by yourself, honey. You didn't do it by yourself. So she's supposed to have more respect for the mother than she does for the father. No, her mother just let her do what the fuck she want. She just let her do what the hell she want. Yeah, once you cross a certain line, ain't no coming back. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. And that's why Robert loves people, but he loves people from a distance. Now, what his arms is open to his children by all extensions. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing you're not going to do in the situation with me, like you do with everybody, there's no controlling over here. I am the head nigga in charge. I make the rules and I make the decisions. And if you're not willing to follow them, then there's no reason to even try to play with it. I'll do what I can do while or when I can do it. But once you start making grown decisions, I'm not even forced to do that. Because people care about more monetary help than any other type of help. You can help in all type of ways, but if you ain't helping with money, you ain't really helped at all, baby. You know what, Tay? I'm a grown woman and wish my dad was still here. I wish both my parents were still here. This grown shit is corny as fuck. So if you somebody that's on this live and you in a rush, or maybe you could just agree with me and know and let the people that possibly watching in the bushes that can listen. Being grown is corny as fuck. If I could spin the block, I would have spent the block. I'm grateful and thankful for my blessings in this existence, but I wish I would have listened a lot more because a lot of the things that I was told that I rushed to, I found out that that shit was the absolute truth. It wasn't about nothing. Okay. Both my parents is gone and I miss them because when I had the chance to listen, I didn't. But I was able to definitely have a great relationship with both my parents, even up to the point of their demise. But I wish I had more time to tell them how right they really was. I wasn't able to see the knowledge of some things until they wasn't even here with me no more. and what a jip for Desharia to get what her father was trying to input once he's no longer here no more. Now I'm wishing life and longevity for everybody, but we don't know what tomorrow may bring, baby. The way you go to sleep ain't gotta be the way you wake up, but you don't want to wake up with regrets. You don't ever want to wake up with regrets. Even when I was in my wildest stages in life, I would have never did no disrespectful mess like that. Hell no. When we was growing up, the shit we was doing disrespectful, we tried to keep it away from our parents, not bring it to our parents like they had to accept it. Hell no. Hit that like button, y'all. Share this video. Make sure you become a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, y'all hit the subscribe button. 9 times out of 10 is right there somewhere, friend. Or pull up my regular page and hit the button there. If you would like to donate to your host, my Cash App is going across the screen. But everything that we are here for and appreciate don't got to be monetary, baby. But let's talk about them kids, okay? And let's tell them kids that rushing to be grown is corny as fuck. If you want to make a whole bunch of decisions that you don't choose to make, if you want to actually have to see people for who the fuck they are, if you want to have to pay bills and be forced to do things that at this point you really don't want to do, but have no choice to do, and then they say that this is the way of your survival, then sure, be fucking grown. You can have it. But for me, being grown is very fucking corny. I tell these children these days, enjoy, yes, enjoy being like, I wish I could be in the park skinning my knee again on the swing. Like, don't get me wrong. The childhood that we had is different than this childhood anyway, baby. Because these kids don't like to go the fuck outside. And the ones that is outside is crazy as fuck trying to kill everything up. But for the ones that is growing up in this time, they don't know what it is to be a child because their childhoods is being snatched from them. They're living their childhoods through the factors of these devices. Hey, cousin! Happy Sunday! Yes, they're living their childhoods through the extension of these devices that me and you are on right now, baby. Okay? Kids don't go outside and play in Johnny Pumps no more. Okay? Kids don't go outside and play manhunt no more, or hide and go see, or shit. When we was growing up, being grown, we thought that like shit, if you wanted to play 7-Eleven or some shit like that, when a boy finds you, you get to get that. That was our childhood. Everybody out in the summertime all night. Everybody family is family and everybody is connected. Not one family trying to be better than the other family. Now you got family members with beef within their families where you got to go out and make your own family to even say you have family because family ain't even family no goddamn more. Let's talk about that. And let me throw a happy Father's Day out there to everybody that's in the chat. If you are a male or have a husband, a son, you know you get happy Father's Day to everybody. But yes, kids don't have childhoods no more. So they miss the factors of having a productive childhood. Because even when goddamn Corona and the shit persist when everybody was forced to be in their houses, that's when most people lost their goddamn families because they realized how much them and their family really did not mix and match. Listen, some people had seen people being in the house with the pandemic the most they've seen in months, years. Because when you're not forced to be in a situation, that's not going to be the situation that you pick. Everybody had everything and everything something else to do other than what was at home. So most times if people at home or live in the same home, people got different work schedules. The kids got school. So everybody is moving around on a different schedule. But once everybody was forced to come together, it made some people realize how much they really didn't like each other. It brought some people closer, but it put some people more at a distance. But in our children, it fucked them up mentally because then they had to find childhoods within the factors of other things because outside was not an option. The playgrounds is now places for people to go and smoke weed. Okay, they took away all the after school programs. There's not many. I remember the YMCA and PAL was free programs in the neighborhoods when we was growing up. Now you have to pay for these programs. So if you got multiple kids, you can't flip that expense, even though you would want your kid put into some shit. So it's kids don't have a childhood anymore. And I'm not one of those parents that let my kids go to other people's houses. If y'all not going out somewhere or y'all not doing something, then you just sitting up in somebody's house is not what we doing. For all of that, you can stay the fuck where you live. That's my family. I made a family in the streets. That's better than my blood. I can snap on that. I can snap on that. I got some relatives that we blood and I love the relationship that we have. But then I got some relatives that we share the same blood and don't coexist. And I possibly will walk right past them giving the shits. And I'm just telling you the truth of it. Sometimes your family, the ones that you think that will want the best for you, be your worst enemies. And they know how to hurt you the most because they the ones that's right up there on you. You ain't gonna really give a fuck about the people outside. It don't affect you as much when you go through a situation with a person that's not connected to you a certain type of way. But when you go through something or affected by something by a person that's connected to you, that's supposed to be for you, oh no, that is a hurtful, disappointing feeling. Some people feel like, oh, to be mad is mad. Okay, you could get over being mad. Being mad is one thing. I'd rather be mad than be hurt and disappointed because those is feelings that set in. Anger, you be angry for the moment, you yell, you scream, you probably whatever, and then that anger is going to subside. But when something hurts you, it can stick with you for years. When something disappoints you, it can follow you throughout your path of life and make other things not go so right. They cost 75 a week here in NC at some centers. Yes, per child. Let me tell you, I went to put my kids in swimming, right? They talking about $175 a week per kid. Now, mind you, my two kids is oldest, or my two kids are older. So no, only the four younger ones is still with, in school. So those are the ones that I was going to put on the swimming. $175 per child a week. So we not supposed to eat. Because I'm confused. I'm being honest. I'm not rich. I never try to play rich. I'm managing and I'm making it. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm living better than anybody else. I'm living in the matter of what makes it work for me. So to be able to give up $175 a piece for four children, I'm not pumping no fakes. No, that was beyond me. That was definitely beyond me. It's impossible because not only do we have to be housed, we have to be fed, we have to be clothed. There's other things that need to be done. So just to pay 175, not for one child, but for four, and that's not for the month, that's for the week. Do you realize it's 4 weeks in a month? Sometimes five. Shit. They know what they doing. But that's why kids don't got nothing to do no more. Because if you can't afford or pay for them to do things that used to be considered as extra activities, like even down to the fact that you had a choice to be in after school when you was growing up and it wasn't something that your parents had to pay for. Now you even got to pay for after school programs for your kids. Period. The government is pushing the kids out into the streets. Yes, forcing them to be grown before they supposed to be. Even down to the educational patterns that they give our kids in school. You got first graders doing college reading and math. Like, why are you pushing them forward so fast? What happened to Jappy Nimble, Jappy Quick? What happened to Humpty Dumpty sat on the goddamn wall? Like nursery rhymes should still be a goddamn thing. Okay? But then you got the difference of the parenting too, to where our kids can't be kids the way that they would choose. Shit, you got kids asking for seafood boils these days. She wasn't ready to raise no kids. A kid can't be never ready to raise no kid. And she's a kid within herself. She hasn't made the transformation of becoming an adult. So until she makes the transformation into adulthood, she can't raise no kid with no good decision making at all. It's always going to be a kid raising a kid because her decisions are going to be kitty like. Period. And just imagine with the kids not having nothing to do, if they live within that household, what are they seeing? Because they don't go outside. They always in the house. And when they have been outside the house, it's only for the clout of the internet. Because if you recording most of the time, then that means that you're not spending any of the time that you need to be spending with the factors of the kids. Anytime, I'm just gonna be realistic. Do I film my kids? Yes, I do. Do I share our events? Yes, I do. But I share them events after we done finish the event because I'm going to spend my time with my kids enjoying the event. And after I enjoy the event with my kids, then if I choose to, I will share it. But I'm not going to share the event while I'm in the midst of the event because then how much of my focus is on the event? Like what? Yes, Jackie, the Boys and Girls Club. I went and was a part of the boys, and they don't have that no more. And what they do have, you got to goddamn pay for. The Boys and Girls Club, the PAL, and down to the YMCA, because you know it's the YWCA, and then it's the YMCA. They had the Boys and Girls Club, they had the PAL, they had different entities for you to be able to go up under and get extra programs for your kids and interactions if need be. Now all the kids got is the street and they acting fucking streetish. So you got a bunch of street kids acting goddamn streetish. Thank y'all. I can't see who sent the cash apps right now because being that I'm on my phone, if I pull the screen down, it's gonna disconnect me from y'all. So I appreciate definitely whoever decided to bless the host with the most. Hit that like button though, because all love is appreciated. Okay. Hitting that like button, hitting that share button, hitting that subscribe button is definitely conducive to. And I definitely appreciate you. Yeah, she absolutely wasn't, Nina. She was not ready to be a mother. She was just ready to be doing the things that she felt a mother do. And I'm not talking about with kids, I'm talking about in the bedroom. She knew that as being an adult, you can go out there and fuck, and fuck some more, fuck some more. And that seems to be the only score that she's trying to make. But I hope that she take the time and focus on the kids that she chose to create because these kids being locked up in the house just being caught in the middle. And I'm talking about all people kids. We're not just talking about Bree kids. We talk about any kids that possibly could be entrapped within a situation. If you are stuck and you don't know, like you can go outside and entertain. We can go to the park and do because I do it. Shit, I ain't saying, listen, when I get up off the bed, you know, these after 30 needs be something different, honey. Okay? You might take a step and your leg might need to remind itself, like, you know, you're supposed to step with her, right? Because I'm telling you, I be feeling it sometimes. But what I try to do is keep myself healthy enough and functionable enough to where I can at least enjoy situations with my kids. I'm not going to just take them to the park and go, hey, go play. No, I try to interact to the most of my ability. That's how you create memories. All memories ain't got to be paid for. Some memories, most memories, the best memories are made for free and are free. Yes, very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. Yes. They be trying to rob you. And then mind you, your kids don't even be within these places for the amount of hours that they charging for. Like what? My kid gonna be here for 3 hours. You gonna charge me $175 a week. What? And I got 4 kids, baby, paying $175 a week for each kid. Yeah, I'm gonna be having to do something strange for a little change. Somebody ain't gonna be going to after school this week. Not if the 107. No, 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 no. Yeah, strange change is gonna be. Who? They be having people trying to sell their goddamn soul just to have regular or normal goddamn living. Shit. Yeah. We have to be doing something strange for some change. So we want I'm about to go outside like the no offense, like the Mexican ladies, chetos, chetos, ices, ices, chetos, who want chetos? Listen, a hustle is a hustle. I got to make it work. Shit, I'm about to be using the hell out my oven and my freezer. It's summertime too. I'm gonna go sit right outside my goddamn gate in front of this damn house that I live at. And if they remember, people used to make lemonade stands back in the days. What's the difference? What's the difference? Shit, it's for a reason. When you want something extra, you willing to do something extra. So hustling is always a hustle. And the hustle's in you. Let me read some of these comments. Yes. Yes, I love the conversation that I had here with you guys today. And at this point, my supporters is my family. I'm not going to call y'all followers or make it seem like y'all something extra. Y'all are equal to me. I feel about y'all the same way y'all feel about me, respectfully. So when we come here, we talk as family. This is a family conversation. The way that we would have a discussion is the factors of instilling and sharing our values. Each one teach one. One hand washes the face, and both hands wash the face. Do you understand? One hand washes the other, and both hands wash the face. So if you can come in connection with great people to expand your face washing, why not? Why not? I can receive great information from y'all as well as y'all receiving great information from me. I like our relationship to be equal, baby. I don't want my supporters to feel like the only part that they play in the factors of being, supportive of Tay is of monetary gain. No, I love information. Information is also the richest thing that you can receive, because what you can do with some information can continue to evolve, baby. Monetary gain that can sustain and sit right there within that spot. Once that money is spent, it's spent. Do I appreciate it? Yes, I very much do. Shit, I got kids to take care of too. So anything extra is definitely of help and of appreciation. But I love the connection as well. To be able to conversate with great people is always a great thing, because you don't run into great people that much anymore. You don't. People are so in a box. People are so separated these days. People, like, everybody's angry. It seems like everybody got something going on. So if you can find a comfortable space to be within, to be able to communicate with people of great, how can I say, spirit, then it's good. You mean you're gonna get one or two that's not really here for you. That's when you see the people pop out in the comments and talk their shit. But hey, they exist too. You got to respect the good with the bad sometimes. But overall, I love the conversations that we have. So I just felt the need to display that to you guys. Yes, because I see people in yes, selling cupcakes with their kids and candies. Yes. Yes. And I'm gonna just be honest, I couldn't figure out for the life of me, like how do the Mexican kids be on the train selling candy and shit during school hours and they ain't in jail. And here it is that we don't say we go to jail. Shit. But it's the hustle that they put into their kids and the grind from early. If you want something, you have to be willing to go out there and get something because nothing is going to be a given. Period. I love you too, sunshine. You know. You already know. You already know. We family for sure. Definitely. What you guys cooking for this Sunday? Who cooking Sunday dinner? What's on y'all menus? What's on y'all menu? I was gonna cheat and attempt to throw something on the grill. You know, being that it's Father's Day, have a little Father's Day cookout or whatever. That was going to be my thing. Instead of being in the kitchen, I figured we could go on the porch. You know, have some good food, have a couple of drinks. Actually, appreciate and make more memories and things like that. What you guys doing? Right? I used to sell ice cream cups with whipped cream, pineapple, or cookies on. Damn, Jackie, that sound good. I want one of those right now. Why you gonna say you used to? Why you gonna say you used to? When I was reading that just now, I swear I could taste the whipped cream in the pineapples in the cookies. Hey, Miss Judy, steak, baked potatoes, and pizza pasta. Oh yeah, I'm on my way. I'm definitely on my way. That steak got some peppers. That steak got some peppers and onions. If that steak got peppers and onions, I'm fully sold. I figure if I start walking now, I definitely get there by Friday. But yes. Hey, Miss Jude. Yes, saute onions. Oh, I could feel it in my heart. I could feel it in my soul, Miss Judy. I can taste that steak. Okay. That's right. Ooh, ribs, mac, greens, and potatoes. Shit, I'm talking about I'm going on the grill. Y'all out here showing me up. Y'all making Thanksgiving. Y'all making Thanksgiving in the summertime. I'm in the wrong house. Shit. These days, people be scared to eat other people's food. Yeah, because people is so vindictive and evil. But you go to buy a bitch plate, she might have a little gift wrapped in there for you, and you never know. Shit. Some people be patient with the shit they willing to do. Right. Tell Sunshine to mail us a plate, Miss Judy. Well, y'all gonna be both mailing plates because I want one of both. And I might not look that big, but I eat a lot. Tay is Greek. I love me some food. Okay. I don't know if y'all see my shorts or on my regular channel in my playlist. Okay, Tay eats. I love to eat. I love to try new foods to eat. Eat, eat. I remember when I was younger, they used to go, girl, I think you got a tapeworm. All you do is eat. Your belly don't never get full and you don't get no bigger. Well, shit. I'm hungry. You got some food? Yeah, it's way past crazy out here now, Miss Jackie. Definitely crazy. I gotta cook it up for my hubby, brother, and father-in-law. Al, happy Father's Day to them. From Tay, let them know Tay said happy Father's Day to the gentlemen and to all the other fathers out here and on here. A bologna sandwich and chips, and I can't wait. Listen, Tiwa Lulu, you ain't saying nothing but a word, because let me tell you something. You know how you put the bologna in the frying pan and you fry it till the edges is dark just right? Put that busting on some bread with some chips. That is it, because let me tell you, I ain't fried mine yesterday, but we cheated. We put the bologna in the air fryer, which creates the same effect of the frying pan, if you understand what I'm getting at. And when I tell you those bologna sandwiches and chips be everything with a side of iced tea, you got me sold, baby. Yes, I love trying new foods, Miss Judy. Like I am a foodie for real. I am a foodie for real. You can't say it's bad until you try it. Sometimes you'll look at certain things and you'll be like, nah, I don't think I can do it. But if you taste it, some foods don't taste nothing like how they look. And some of the shit that look good don't taste good. And some of the shit that don't look good tastes great. You got to remember, and I'm not saying this to be funny. Africans eat with their hands, okay? And they eat stuff like fufu, and you eat fufu with sauce and stuff like that, and you slurp it up. It seems like sometimes the more sloppier the food, the better it tastes. Yes, like what? Fry me some bologna. I'll take a fried bologna sandwich anytime. If you don't love, that was within our childhood. I want to try and food. Yes, yes. That fufu be good, Miss Judy. I'm telling you, and I think the messier it is, the better the food tastes. Like anytime you get some sauce on your fingers, like finger licking good is a real thing. And I don't know if it's just within my greediness or whatever, but yeah, give taste some food. Yeah, I try different foods. Some foods is gross though. Definitely. Definitely. I will not disagree. Like I said, some shit that you be wanting that you think gonna taste good. Uh-uh. Really don't be good at all. Really don't be good at all. Yes, I need sauce. Don't serve me no dry. Hell no, Miss. Don't give me no dry ass food now. Don't give me no dry ass food. That's like giving somebody a chicken wing on some white rice, a fried chicken wing on a bed of white rice. No sauce, no nothing. Now, baked chicken and white rice, that goes good because the onions and the sauce from within the pan, you pour it over your rice, everything goes together. Now, the chicken is dry and the rice is dry. We're going to have to figure something out. I need sauce. Give me the sauce. I'm a sauce person. Period. Holy shit. Tay been live for 3 hours and 40 minutes. If I wouldn't say this is a blessed Sunday, I don't know what is. Like your girl never do no lives this long. That's how you know it was family and family and family some more. Like what? Nah, I really love y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Because I wasn't even paying attention to the time. If I didn't just so happen to look over in the corner and see the little red sign say live 3:39, this me, oh shit, they talking about me. I've been here for 3 hours, baby. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of the people that been here with me, stayed here with me, left and popped back in with me. Listen, I'm mad hype right now. I don't know if y'all can understand. Time be going by fast when the conversation is good. You absolutely right. And we done talked about so many different conversations, and all of them was great ones. And even though the trolls tried to come in and cause a deflection, they just became a part of the great conversation. It was like cha cha cha. Hey Tay and chat. Hey Kay. Hey Kay, how you doing this Sunday? Hopefully you in the best of health. Have you had your water today, girl? Who on this live has some? Yes, JB, still live. I've been live since I think like 7:30 this morning. Shit. I love you too, Jackie. Welcome everybody in the chat. I guess they're getting this part of the live. This done went from morning to noon. I ain't gonna be able to stay with y'all tonight now. Yes, that's right. Get y'all some water. Water is everything. I love the random conversation. It's more interesting than that stagnated ones on one single. Right. Because we not one type of people. We are multi different type of people. We're multiple different types of people. So when you got multiple different types of people in a situation, it's supposed to be different types of conversation. Even though we came together on one thing, there still can be different views in different lanes. Do you understand? And it's other shit to talk about. We all got things that we deal with in our real life that sometimes you might come up upon a topic that definitely suits you. It's not about the messenger, it's about the message. So if you can receive a message through something that you're engaging in, ain't it worth it? Ain't it worth it? Very some yes. See, Shay Shay, you down with the get you love some see, it ain't only me. We love some fried bologna, baby. If you don't know about fried bologna, you ain't really been living. Okay? You got to make sure them edges is just right. But listen, don't have crispy edges and the soft inside. You got to just make sure, you got to make sure the center is just right to match. Oh, Lord, y'all gonna have me go in there and make me a bologna sandwich. Because I ain't had no breakfast fucking with y'all. I've been drinking coffee. I done survived off coffee. And I got the nerve to ask y'all what y'all cooking for Sunday dinner and what y'all gonna be feeding y'all mans and stuff like that. And I ain't even start to feed my own. Oh my God. This was definitely a good one. Yo, Carisha, I swear. I swear. But I'm really thinking about the grill. The grill seems like that'd be something good. I've been had that stuck in my mind since Thursday. So I think I might be going with that one. I'm gonna go get me a bag of charcoal, you know. Oh, Brittany, I love salmon too. You like it baked or fried? Y'all bringing out my greedy side. Cause I'm telling y'all, if y'all look in my shorts and y'all see the plates that Tay be putting on display, I'm always gonna be somewhere where it's food or snacks. I'm telling you that. Yeah, see, you seen my plate. Lettuce and tomatoes, and then let me to and some mustard, yes, ma'am. On the bread, yes, ma'am. And then the salad that didn't fit on the sandwich, I left it in the plate and put some French dressing on it. Sure did. And I did. And I did. I'm pushing it, y'all. I'm gonna have to go and do what it is that I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to start, bringing my Sunday on in. I spent it with the first, portion with my family. My family. Now I got to go give the rest to my other family, my in-house family, because now they waking up. When I first got live, everybody was asleep. Everybody was asleep. Now everybody getting up. And I love food. So I think what I'm gonna need to do is go actually put some on for everybody else to be able to eat, including me too, being that I haven't. Oh, you a chef, Carisha? Oh yeah. See? That's what I'm talking about. My daughter is trying to become a chef. She's in the part of practicing. I whisper because I don't want her to hear me, y'all. Right? But all her stuff ain't good yet. She's still in the practicing field. So I keep y'all updated. Don't tell her I told y'all that either. Some stuff be good, and some stuff I just gotta smile and nod. So yeah, baby, that one you might have to go back and you know. But I love y'all. Wait, that video you did had that huge pizza, half cheese, yes, half pepper, and that was one slice. That was one slice. One slice can feed about 19 people. That's how big that pizza is. I swear, Brittany, I swear. See you later, JB. I'm about to get off because as long as I see y'all on here, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking. So I love y'all. Hit the like button if you did not hit it when you came in. Please hit it when you leaving. If you are not a subscriber, please become a subscriber, friend. You know the button right there. Hit the subscribe button, friend. If you can, do me the due diligence of sharing this video so it can be on the algorithm. And if you would like to tip your host with the most before she ghosts, then my cash app is on the screen. Make it ring-a-ling-a-ling, okay? And your girl, you know how this go. It's out. I don't know if y'all can see me do the fingers. No, y'all can't see me do the fingers. It's just a habit. But I love all of y'all, okay? Have a blessed Sunday.